Good day, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. Hope everyone's doing well. I hope you're all well. I'm doing pretty good. Just in case you were wondering. Yeah, doing pretty good. Had my my work's Christmas party last night. It was good. It was a good time. I was lucky enough to actually win the grand prize. Woo! It was very exciting. Very exciting stuff. I did drop half of our tickets into the grand prize and the other half into actually, I don't even think it was one of the other like necessarily big prizes, but it was like a massage for two, and I'm like, I don't know if you've had a massage lately, but a massage for two is not cheap. So yeah, we kind of split our tickets. My wife really wanted the massage, I really wanted the TV, and so I'm like, well, we're gonna split them. We're gonna see who wins. And luckily, surprisingly, I won the TV. Happy day. I mean, it was a Hisense 55-inch TV that you can get from Walmart for like $150, but a free TV is a free TV, and I'll take it. So I am now using it as a new monitor at work, and now I get to like physically move my head around as I try to find my cursor as I'm looking at everything on my screen. It's good times, good times. Well, welcome everyone. I'm glad you're here. Tonight is going to be absolutely fantastic. We are going to get so much work done. I am very excited. I hope. The goal is to finally finish the combat system. I have everything written out that we need to actually get through to get to the end of it, and yeah, fingers crossed, we will be able to get there. So here's everything that we have currently that we've done / that we need to finish up to say that like the thing is done. Obviously there's probably gonna be some bugs as time goes on, but hopefully, fingers crossed, you know, as those bugs pop up, they'll be easy enough to squash, especially with this new system where it's a little bit less cobbled to go together with you know, gum and duct tape. So hopefully, fingers crossed. Anyway, yeah, so really quick, let's just go over. So we have the player's blackjack working now. We need to get the monster's blackjack working, where basically it'll just, if the monster gets a blackjack, it just automatically goes, and so long as you don't have a blackjack. So need to get that working. I actually think that I don't remember if I finished the double down. The double down was working. Let's see. Yeah, so half done, still needs to double damage, maybe do a high risk, high reward, where if you win, you do 2x, and if you lose, the monster does 2x. So I think I have most of that done. I don't think I've gotten to the point where the monster does 2x, but I'm pretty sure that I have it to where if you win your double down, then you do 2x. So we do have that working, which hopefully, again, like we don't necessarily have to do the high risk, high reward kind of thing. We could just do the high reward, not the high risk, because the risk would be the monster does 2x damage if you fail that. So something else we could also do is we could do the risk where like it's one of the perks maybe, and it's like the drawback of the perk. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see. But yeah, for now, that should be working at least with the player doing 2x damage when you actually do the double down. So we pull this up really quick. I'll just kind of show you where we're currently at on the whole monster stuff and thing. So let's go and get into combat. So as of right now, I draw my cards. The monster draws their cards. So I'm at a 13. It's not the best hand to double down on, but if I double down, it should. So we're doing 1x damage. This is just there to like help me know. So we're currently doing 1x damage. So if I double down, it should switch to 2x damage. 15 is a bad sign. Okay, all right, there we go. We did not win. 11 though. 11 is a very good hand to double down on. Unless of course I get an ace, then that's gonna suck. Okay, whew. All right, there we go. Double down, 2x damage. Okay, all right, there we go. Bam, bam, bam. Look at that. 2x damage. Fantastic. Goes back to 1x after the double down. Yeah, shouldn't be too bad there. So I think the only thing now at this point is, yes, we do want to make it so that the monster actually does 2x damage as well if you double down and you lose. So I think it's going to be a high risk, high reward kind of thing. So yeah, so we need to do that. We need to finish that up. The ties, we are still not done on the ties. We were getting last stream a cannot read property _x of null, and I did go and I found where the issue was. I should have known where this issue was very quickly and very easily, but I did not because I don't know. But basically, the problem is that we have it turn on a switch called tie, which takes us to this page here. But I realized it is trying to move pictures of pictures that just don't exist. And so when this JavaScript is called and it says, hey, move picture 33 move it to an X value of the, well, X value of the position of image 33, the engine is just like, there is no image 33. How the freak am I supposed to set it to the X position of image 33 if there is no image 33? So that's why we're getting that, you know, that error of cannot read property X of null. So we can fix that pretty easily. I think we're just going to redo the reroll system, or just the rolling system in general, make it a little bit more easy.
Says, here to streak and dip, gotta go, I'm so sorry.
No worries, Axel. No worries at all. But I do appreciate you dipping in even just for a little bit. Yeah, no worries. No worries. I know that life is busy, especially in December, and I know that you got some stuff going on, so I do appreciate you dipping in, even if it's for a few seconds. We will miss you, but yeah, totally understandable. No worries at all, and yeah, appreciate you being here. Oh, before I go, Moon Man. Oh, no. I don't know if I should... Oh, bad news. Axel. That worries me. That worries me when you say bad news. Because I don't know if it's going to be actually bad news, or if it's going to be... What? Your jacket was in the bag. Axel. Axel, I am so sorry. I know there's technically worse things that were lost when you lost that bag. But I am so sorry. That is not good at all. That fit in a bag? That's impressive. But also, I am very sorry. Well, now I hope even more so, even more than I already did before. I was already at 100% hoping. Now I'm at 200% hoping that the cops can find your bag. Oh, it was a large bag? Okay. I was like imagining like a little backpack. And so that's why I was like, that's a lot to fit in a bag. That would make a lot more sense. Well, I am at 200. No. I'm at 250% of really hoping that the cops do find this bag. Even if nothing else, I hope that there's at least some stuff left in the bag when they do find it. I hope. Fingers crossed. I'm never going to find that bag, probably, but I'll buy another one later. You don't have to worry about that, Axel. Mine was too small anyway. Ugh, I hate when they do that. Yeah. Sizing can be very difficult, and you never really know. Like, it seems like, you know, brand to brand, the sizes just seem to not mean anything. It really sucks, because, yeah, there's so much shopping online nowadays. It's like, I feel like brands need to be better at, like, showing sizes better anyway. But Axel, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Need an XXL? I probably would need the same thing, too, then. To be fair, though, I am a huge fan of, like, large hoodies anyway, so I'd probably want an XXL either way. Because I love it when hoodies will like actually like go over my wrists. Like I don't know what it is. They're so much more comfortable that way. Yeah. I hate it when I put on a hoodie and I lift my arm up and the sleeve like starts running up my arm. Terrible stuff. Well, Axel, I'm still not giving up hope. I'm still crossing my fingers. I hope so. Maybe. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Hootie Hend, welcome. Glad you're here. Loki, good evening to you. Hopefully you're doing well. How is your case coming along? Your display case? I hope well. If you've actually started work on it. I can't remember if you said you were going to be doing that or if you are currently doing that. Either way, I hope that it is going well. Let's see. Dakota over on YouTube says, hello. Welcome, Dakota. Glad you're here. How is your week going? Hopefully things are going well for you. Okay, so the ties we're gonna get fixed, and then the splits, I have not done anything with the splits at all, so that might take a bit longer. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna fix the ties first, because the tie is just the dice roll. So we're gonna fix the ties first. We are going to get the high risk, high reward working of the double down, then the monster blackjack, then probably the reshuffling of the deck. I feel like that's not gonna be too bad. I don't know. Maybe. As long as we don't do anything crazy right now. Eventually, I do want to like add some animations and do some crazy stuff with it. But I think for right now, just when the cards are all empty, just set it to 0. I think that's probably going to be the easiest way to do it. So, the case swap will probably be tomorrow, since the new graphics card will arrive tomorrow instead of Saturday. Oh, hey. There you go. A day early. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Well, again, like I've said before, I am very excited to see the final results of it. So, be a good time. Okay, and then the splits was going to be probably the most intensive, because we're basically taking all of the same systems we have for the current player card draw and then moving them, but then also like adjusting the variables, the image layers. So it is not just copy paste, it is copy, paste, and make adjustments. But hopefully it's not going to be too bad. I hope. So, But I do feel like probably starting with the ties is going to be the best first thing to start working on. So let's start working on that. Again, I think we're going to do a new reroll system. I think we're going to not stick with the old one that we had where basically like the dice was kind of like rolling around that box and then eventually stops in the center. I think all we're going to do is we're going to have a dice that drops in from the top and it basically just hits and it just kind of like bounces a few times as it's rolling, and then once it stops, then that's what it's on. I feel like that's probably going to be the easiest way to go about it, and hopefully it looks good. I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. We will find out. We could actually... Let's do this. We're going to make it way easier. Let's see what happens. Let's come over here to Photoshop. Here's kind of the general idea. So that is the full resolution. Okay. So what I'm thinking is we're just going to get a... Trying to think of how I'm going to design this, you know? That's gonna take a little bit more time. We can always change the design as well, because I feel like if we do it the way that I'm thinking, which is basically we'll have a dice drop in, fall from the either top of the screen or something. It'll drop down, bounce a few times, and as it's bouncing, it's rolling, and then once it stops, it's done. The great thing about that is that even if I change the design at all, I'm going to set the X and Y positions to be variable. They're not going to be anything static, and so all I have to do is just change the starting X and Y location. And then from there, it'll just reposition itself based off of that specific X and Y position. So should be much better. Dakota says, I turned some of the videos into their own projects and merged some projects into a game project of my own, so I don't have to go back on the videos every now and again. Hey, that sounds like a good time. Well, I'm glad that, oh wait, oh my goodness, I did not even realize you had even more messages. Doing good, about to finish the playlist of RPG Maker VX Ace with Venthros. Very good, very good. Next up, scripting if needed. There, yeah. You always need a little bit of scripting, just a little bit. It makes things more exciting. Hoodie says, is the demo out? Almost. As long as my demo comes out before, I don't know, what's anticipated. Before it comes out before GTA 6, I'll be happy. I'll be happy so long as it happens before then. Sunday, we're going to, get a... Oh, IKEA. Oh my goodness, I read that as like. We're going to IKEA to get a tabletop to cover the server rack, and that will be where the case is displayed. I got in a bunch of stickers today, and to sticker bomb the tabletop. Ooh, I do love me some good stickers. That is a good time. I think the last time that I went crazy with stickers is way back when I had a Chromebook, and I needed to spruce that thing up, so I ordered a whole bunch of stickers, and literally like the entire lid of that Chromebook was covered in stickers. Like there was not even like a single millimeter of the case showing anymore. It was a good time. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, I do like that kind of stuff. Well, that is another thing you're definitely gonna have to send a video about, or a photo. Either way, video or photo. Will the demo come before Christmas? It will not be out before Christmas, unfortunately. It will not. That was the hope. The hope was to have this out before I hit my 1 year mark, but I'm hitting my 1 year mark in literally 1 week. 1 week from today, I will be at 1 year of working on the game, streaming, all that fun stuff. And so it is definitely not going to be done in a week. Unless I were to take work off, like, for the next week and only do this all day, every day, from, the second I wake up to the second I go to sleep. Even then, I would be hard-pressed to actually have this done by then. And I'm pretty sure that my wife would not be a fan of me being like, hey, I'm not doing anything but this project for the next week. Sorry. So, I'm pretty sure she can attest to that. So, yeah, so definitely not before Christmas. The hope is to have it done before the end of the first quarter of next year, and then to have the full game out before, like probably third-ish quarter of next year. But it all depends on how quickly I'm able to, once I get the demo out. Because once the demo out, that does mean that, like, the actual, it's like it's feature locked. And then at that point, it's literally just the town, so like the quests, the NPCs, all that fun stuff, and then just getting through the story, the progression, and then calling it good. So that part may actually run a lot faster than I'm anticipating, but I'm still kind of thinking maybe just to give ourselves enough time, middle to partway through the end of next year. But first quarter of next year is when I will have the demo out by then. So that is my goal and my plan. Yeah. You cover that Chromebook like it was going out of style. I really did. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun stickers. Maybe when I'm not dying. That's fair. That is fair. Oak says that's the plan. The tabletop will hopefully be fully covered. I might need more stickers, but we shall see. Yeah, you never know until you get started, and then either you realize that you grossly underestimated, or you're like, okay, we're done now. It's completely covered. What the freak are we gonna do with the rest of these 5,000 stickers? I feel like there's no in between. There's no like, we bought the perfect amount of stickers. So I'm hoping for your case it's going to be you have more than you need, because then you can just put them on other things. But if you don't have enough, you can always order more. Either way. If I have extra, the rest go to the kiddo. Well then, for the sake of your child, I will hope and pray, fingers crossed, that you have way too many so that the kiddo can get a whole bunch of stickers. Be a good time. Okay, well, let's jump in here. Let's get this going. Because I was thinking about maybe doing the dice roll to basically completely emulate Baldur's Gate 3. And I was like, no. I cannot just steal everything from Baldur's Gate 3. That cannot happen. So we're going to go slightly different than that. Even though I absolutely love that dice rolling animation. The dice rolling animation in Baldur's Gate 3 is peak. I love that thing. So we are going to take some cues from it. We're not going to copy it completely. So that is the plan anyway. Okay, well, let us see here. So here's kind of what I'm thinking is we will have like a kind of like how we were with the old puzzle thing, but we're going to make it smaller. Basically just a little guy here that yeah, this is where I'm kind of like I'm torn because I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do this. Well, let's resize this down to 25%, just so we have a nice smaller area to be working with here. And then let's do, we've got the top area. Let's do this, something like a dice roll area. Yeah. Then let's do, what do we make it roughly? We don't need it super wide. Maybe if we go like 60 pixels wide, 80 tall, 60 by 80. Nice and centered. That's centered. That's centered. Yeah. Nope. Let's make the I don't know, tray. We'll call it the tray. Oh. We're gonna have this above everything. Yep. Cover up everything. All right. There we go. Okay. Let's deselect the inside. Be able to fill it in like that. Grab that. There we go. Over here. Clone that. Rotate it counterclockwise. Perfect. Let's see. Super Zach says, "Dude, Roblox just made the worst change for its developers yet again." Also, hi. Welcome, Zach. Glad you're here. What kind of changes did they make? What's going on? What's going on in the world of Roblox? I mean, obviously it sounds like nothing good, but I am interested in learning. I feel like I don't really keep up with stuff like that. Well, drama in general I don't usually keep up with, so there is that. Okay, so that's roughly what I'm kind of thinking. Maybe we go even less wide. Even less tall. That should be good. That should be good. Okay. Now, I'm still thinking what we want to do is we want to have it basically the same as it was before, where it's like, you'll choose what the dice roll is. Evens, odds, 1 through 10, 11 through 20.
4v1d underscore H76
Oh my goodness.
turned Moonman into a PNG.
I am now a PNG with the voice of God. You will listen to me and what I have to say. Zach says you have to be ID verified in Roblox to publish games on the platform. That or you have to spend money on the platform.
It's either you give them money or you give them your personal info. Yeah, it's gotten real bad now. That is not good at all. Jeez. Well, hopefully either they reverse that. I was watching myself be a PNG up there. Hopefully they reverse that or something, because that is no bueno. No bueno at all. Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. My math is right. I need about 100 to 150 to cover the tabletop based on the size of the stickers I got, and I have 213, so I should be good. That I would say so. I would say so. Better to have too many than not enough. Yeah, absolutely beautiful stuff. Booty Hand says, PNG God, why are you making a game? It's what I do. It's what I do as a PNG God. I make games. Yeah. So here's a thought. Here's a thought. We could do it to the side. I've been missing too many streams. What the hell are these new things I see? Well, I mean, I was turned into a PNG, so there was that. I was turned into God for a bit there. That was pretty exciting. And you know, we're rebuilding our combat system, so that is also very exciting as well, right? Right?
I hope so. I hope so. Oh my goodness! And of course, the opposite of God, Helium voice. Helium man. I am Helium Moon Man now. Oh, hi Moonwood. The PNG God was just here. It's true. It's true he was.
It's true he was. Let's see here. Some Randev has a watch streak of 10 streams. Some Randev, thank you so much. I appreciate that. If you're gonna streak anywhere, remember everybody, streak here in this stream. This is the best place to be streaking. So you gotta do it. Do it here. Let's see. Some Randev says just watching for the streak. Not like I like watching or anything. That's fair. That's fair. Totally understandable. Some Randev. Totally understandable. Hope you're having a good day so far. Good week so far. We are nearing the end of the week, so hopefully it's been a good one so far. So, if everyone remembers, I did have the buttons on the bottom before, but I'm trying to decide if that's the best place to have them, or if we should. I can put them off to the side. We can put them off to the side and then like center it more. Yeah, I don't know. Or do we get rid of the whole, you know, evens odds kind of thing? What if it's just you roll the dice? This is basically just going to take it back to being basically exactly like Baldur's Gate 3. I was going to say, well, what if we just have it to be the point where no, because then it's basically exactly like just oh yeah, no. What if instead of a dice roll, ooh, what if we do like a what's that game called? Rock, paper, scissors. What if we do like a rock, paper, scissors type thing? That feels about as random as it could possibly feel. Kind of like the dice roll. We could do that as well. Takes his clothes off and starts streaking. Thank you, David. I appreciate you streaking in the stream. Don't worry, Zach. Don't worry, Zach. You'll catch up. You'll catch up. There's been a lot of craziness. A lot of craziness that has happened. Okay. Let's do... I actually kind of like that idea. Then the dice roll is your dexterity saving throw, which is you trying to leave the battle. Yeah, we can do something like that. We can do something like that. Dakota says, all right, I'm going to head out and finish the last video of the playlist. Lighting basics. They're under half an hour long, so I'm going to see you in a little bit later. No worries, Dakota. No worries at all. No worries at all. I appreciate you being here, and yeah, hopefully we'll see you again soon. I hope. Fingers crossed. So yeah, so here's kind of what I'm thinking is instead of what we were talking about, the whole rolling thing, I think what we're gonna do is we could do like a rock paper scissors-esque kind of game where it's runes. Maybe? For ties? I feel like ties are usually handled with a game of rock, paper, scissors, and so we could do it with, you know, this as well, right? We could do that. We could do that. Room. I don't know. I don't see why not, right? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do. Do do. Do 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 do. Logan says, I am sorting stickers by don't care if it's covered and want to see these. Good way to sort it. It's a great way to sort it. Let's actually do this. We're going to do drop shadow. Okay, we're going to say you are going to be one out. One out. You're going to be that guy. Or, no, we want an inner shadow. Inner shadow. Inner shadow. Let's do, so we got a couple different colors we need to do. So we need that color and we need that color. When I say a couple different colors, I literally meant we had a couple colors. We're going to do inner shadow. This is going to be a distance of 1, size of 0. You're going to be the darker gray, negative 45. And then we have, let's just delete that shadow and let's copy that shadow. You're going to be the lighter shadow. And you're going to be at 135, distance of 1. Okay. Now, the reason I'm doing that, the reason why is because what I need to do now, I do that. And then what we can do is if I come over here and if I start erasing bits, it will automatically, like, you know, do the lighting and the indents and all that fun stuff. So I can just come in here and just, you know, start doing stuff like this, and bada bing, bada boom, get yourself a chipped up room thing without having to go in and adjust the lighting as such. Also, I could do a mask, and that way I can just mask it without technically erasing things. That's too much. I feel like we just need, like, yeah, something like that. I don't know. Maybe. Wait a minute. YouTube chat isn't showing up on stream. Wait, it's not? Wait, why the freak is it not showing up? I swear I signed in. Yeah, it says I'm connected.
Cameron Reap says, sup chat.
Ah, yeah, there it is. That was weird. I don't know why that wasn't showing up. Very bizarre. Very bizarre. Who knows? Who knows? Let's see. Cameron says, how are y'all doing? I'm doing absolutely fantastic. Thank you for asking, Cameron. How are you doing? How you doing? Hopefully life is going well for you. Hopefully this week is going well for you. Okay, so that is for the rune. Now let's do. So we'll do like a I don't know, some kind of red, some kind of reddish. Oh, ah, crap. That one. That's the one. That one. Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not? Then we can come in here and we can say that. Oh, that's right. Crap. Test. Hey, look at that. It showed up. Okay. Whew. I was worried that maybe it was just mine coming through. That would have been horrible. Absolutely horrible. But I'm glad that that's working. I mean, I guess I could just manually do this. Let's do this. I'm gonna make a new whatever it's called, folder, group. We'll make a new group. Call it rune. That is the actual rune itself, and this is going to be the filler. Now let's do the filler here. I know you can't see anything, but I am drawing in filler beneath. That way when I come over here and then I erase this, we still have filler just showing up beneath. Oh, crap. Let's put that on top so we can still see what's going on here. Fill that all in. Okay. Now if we put that back down there. Ooh, that does not look good. Never mind, never mind. We are not doing that. Get rid of that. Here we go. We're just going to leave that like that. Call it good. Call it good. Ooh, actually, you know what we could do? We'll use the red. Use a darker red on these edges. Bottoms and the rights. And then a lighter red on the tops and the lefts. That does not look like a rune anymore. Never mind, we're not doing that either. Jeez. I don't know why I'm putting in so much effort into this thing, because like, if it's not fun, we're not going to keep it. So, just learned my mother passed away from cancer. Wait, what? Cameron. Cameron, I am so sorry. That is rough. I am really sorry. That's a rough thing to get through. I'm hoping you're close with family, people you can be with. That is a rough time to not have people by you. So I hope you've got some family, some friends that you can be around, spend time with. Yeah, I'm really sorry, Cameron. I hope that you and your family are going to be okay. Yeah, that is a tough thing. Yeah, I'm really sorry. Yeah, unfortunately not really. Do you have like friends though that like you'd be able to be around? My roommate is here though. I mean, that's good. That's good. Yeah, even family, not family, even roommates, friends, like someone, even just anyone at all. Yeah, and especially like being able to talk to someone is really important at a time like this. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I hope that you and your family will be able to like be okay, get through it. It's tough. That is a tough thing to go through. But I know it's like very cliche, like time really will help, and so like don't be afraid to like let this like it's okay to feel something like this. It's like don't feel like, yeah. And I guess this is mostly just like from my own personal experience, but like, don't be afraid to like feel your emotions, to feel what you're feeling. Don't be afraid to go through that. 'Cause yeah, it is hard, but if you can like let yourself go through this, and like, I'm trying to think of like the right way to word it. And I know that everybody is like completely different. Everyone grieves differently. Everybody will process stuff like this differently. So like if none of this is actually gonna be good for you, then like do not listen to it at all. But yeah, allowing you to like feel what you're feeling and go through it and process it is going to help a lot in the long run. Yeah, it's not a good time, but I'm really sorry. 15 minutes before I learned, I was at a going away party. Yeah, it's never there's never a good place to be, honestly, for news like that. But yeah, I'm really sorry. I'll say it, I'll keep saying it. Like, I hope that there's someone, at least one person you'll be able to be around, especially right now where, you'll be able to, feel like someone around you, because it does help a lot. I know that it'll be easy to feel like you want to just like be closed off, and if that's what you need right now, then that's what you need right now. But I can tell you this, like being around other people is a really great way to try and help get through something like this. So I hope I hope. But hey, if being alone right now is what you need, that's totally understandable. And we're here for you. Okay, like if you need to chat, if you need to if you need anything, let me know. Let us know. Like we're all here for it. Y'all are part of my circle too. I mean, that's true. That's true. And yeah, and like I was saying again, yeah, if you need anything, if you need to talk, whatever it is, we're here for you. Let's see. Okay, so I think we'll go with the 3 runes. So here's the thing. It is all very random. To be fair, the even the dice roll was extremely random. But I feel like being able to say like, oh, I'm picking even, right? And then even though it's, 100% random, completely out of your control, I almost feel like though having that slight control of being like, well, I'm the one that chose that thing was enough to like help, maybe make someone feel like, oh, well, I picked that thing, so if it didn't get it, that's on me. I picked that thing. So hopefully, I'm hoping that it'll kind of be the same thing here, where if someone picks whatever it is they're picking, and even if they lose, even though it's completely random, the hope is that, it'll kind of be like, well, but I picked it, so that's on me. Hopefully. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Let's do... I do like that design. I think I want to have it more centered. So let's do something like this. Nope, we need more of a circle. I don't know. Maybe that's... Oh, I want it to feel more random. Less trying to think of like the right word here. Sure. That works. That works. Okay. This. Enough. But Moonwood, I thought you promised no new features a few streams ago. I did. And this is technically not a new feature. So basically this is going to replace the old tie like mini game, like the dice rolling where you chose either evens, odds, 1 through 10s, or 11 through 20. So basically, yeah, this is just going to replace that. I feel like it's hopefully should be more fun. I hope. Maybe. I guess we'll see. Some Red F says more. What? You heard me. You heard what I said. Yeah. Hey, sometimes I'm not the smartest, okay? Sometimes I say things that I feel like the amount of unfinished sentences that I say on stream, it's not great. Not great. But oh well. It is what it is. And that's what you're here for, right? To hear me just say weird, random stuff. Sure, there we go. Might as well. Yeah, that's a thing, all right. That's even more of a thing. Here we go. I'm wondering, though, do we want to do this other green, the green? Oh, actually. I think maybe so. Yeah. I think that green works a lot better. Whoa. I think that green works a lot better for the rune. I don't think this one's gonna work well though. No, I don't know. I like the sky blue. I like the more navy blue. Okay. Although No, because like that green's too dark. That one just kind of like blends in too much. Like I feel like it doesn't really stand out, and this one's just slightly too bright. Ugh. What if... He's gone! I just realized we're in Vercilias' tower. That's a good time. What if we just make you slightly, ever so slightly darker? I think that's good. That's good. That's good. Gonna keep it like that. Okay, so now we want to take the runes. I'm gonna call this runes instead of rune. All right, now the tray itself. What if we do? Oh man, yeah. So let's do 3 apart, which means we need so 3 there, and then the runes are gonna go up 1. That's the player's runes. Runes 2. I feel like that should be all right. Yeah, yeah. And then let's do like a best 2 out of 3, maybe, kind of thing. I think so. Let's do a 7 pixel high, 8 pixels, 9. Let's do 9 pixels. 9 pixels should be good. Grab the tray, and we just want to do. Let's do 7. Grab the top of the tray. Do 7. Maybe that actually. What is that? 13? Yeah, 13's good. 13 is good. Duplicate that. Put that up top. Go. Okay, so there's the tray. Call this one scores. Let's do a new group. Scores. This is not how you spell scores. Scores. There you go. Player. Let's do something like this. You. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Huh. Interesting. Wait, what ray is this? Well, alrighty then. I have no idea. Okay, so that is what the backs are going to look like, and then we're going to have the monster. This is going to be what the fronts look like. Probably just copy these and paste these, but meh. I don't know if I'm lazy or inefficient, or both. Meh. I guess it's not the worst. I'm actually kind of thinking we do that. And here in the center, do that. Maybe it's just the gold that I don't like, but I don't want to use one of these colors, the red, the green, or the blue. We've either got this tan, we've then got to use either brown, yellow, purple, pink, or some pastel color. And I feel like the purple just doesn't, I don't know. I feel like it's just not quite the right color for us, right? Ooh. Well, we'll copy. I don't know. Maybe purple's okay. Yeah, we'll go with purple. Oh. No. Here's what we're gonna do. You. Sure. Yep. That is what we're gonna do. That is the plan. We go with like a gray on the... Nope. Okay. I think the thing that I'm not liking about the runes is I feel like they look too bright, you know? I think what we're gonna do is we're going to actually darken them. That's it. Yep. Okay. That's what the rune looks like. There's going to be the lighter. Darker. We're going to want to adjust this layer style. So the shadows is going to be the darker. You there. You are going to be the lighter, which is going to be you. There we go. That's better. Okay, so we want to copy that layer style. We want to fill in you with... fill you in with you. To paste the layer style there, we're going to fill you in with that and paste the layer style. And then we can get rid of runes 2. We're just going to call this runes 1. Rename you to runes 2. Move you up to there. There we go. Okay. Yeah, sure. Why not? Although I do think we're not going to actually center this, like, technically in the screen, because I think this is technically centered on the screen. No, it's not. Okay, well, that's good to know. Good to know. So we're going to call this one, what is this called? Not tic-tac-toe. Rock, paper, scissors. RPS. It's an RPS game. But I think what we're going to do, so this would technically be centered. So this is center of the screen, so if we go there to there, yes. But instead of doing that, what we're going to do is we're going to center it here. Yeah. Oh. Here? Yes. That way, like, there's an actual line here. We'd actually I'll even probably... no, we'll leave it like that. We will leave it like that. Okay, so in that way, when you do something like this, so say, for example, if you were to choose this rune, it would go 1, 2, 3, and then this rune would go 1, 2, 3.
Booty Hen wants Moonman to do 10 bicep curls.
Well, we gotta do some bicep curls, everybody. Let's do it. Crank the jams. Let's do some bicep curls. Get that going. We're gonna get some movement going. Oh, I have been sitting stationary for a while, haven't I? Oh.
Booty Hen wants Moonman to do 10 chest benders.
And chest benders, huh? All right. Fair enough.
Booty Hen's just redeemed Street.
Well then, let's do it. Oh my gosh. Whew. All right, here we go. Count them with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Booty Hen turned Moonman into a PNG.
What? Now you can't see what I'm doing. But you will hear the squeaking. I swear you're going to hear the squeaking. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo. Did you hear that? Did you hear the squeaking? I swear I was doing it. And you can't prove me wrong. So, thank you for that, Hootie Hand. I appreciate that. All right, let's do some stretching. Oh, and then we're getting back to Game Devon. Here we go. This way. And the other way. And unlock the chair. Backwards. Oh, that was a good stretch. There we go. Thank you, Hootie Hand. I appreciate that. All right. That's, excuse me. I am still not feeling 100%. Okay. Now I'm just realizing how are people going to know what beats what? I guess it doesn't really matter. You're not going to know. I mean, you'll learn it pretty quickly. Pyro beats Geo. Geo beats Hydro. Hydro beats Pyro. I mean, like, you could learn it pretty quickly. There's a cat meowing at your door. Have you told them to take care of themselves and leave you alone? They need to grow up. They need to be adults already. You give it a shot anyway. Okay, so I think, yeah. Yes, the runes will move up, and the monsters will move down. Yeah, that shouldn't be too bad. Okay, so let's do the scores. We need to do the scores too. So you got the monster and the player. So this is the darkest gold, right? Yes. So what if we do second darkest gold here? Then we do darkest up here. And then this one. Right? Oh, that one. There we go. That one. That one. Name that movie. Probably butchered the accent, but you know, it is what it is. What if? No. Well, I was gonna say, what if we get rid of that right there? Then it kind of just turns it into like this weird, almost diamond shaped thing. Never mind. We're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep that right there. Okay. Resize this up to 400%. Go. Good idea of where this stuff is at. Okay, so what all do we need here? We're going to hide the runes, because the runes are going to be their own separate image layers. The scores we're going to need to show, but we're going to show it like this. Ah, crap. Go. So this is what we're going to actually show right here. So we grab the rock, paper, scissors and copy that. New. Yes. That. Okay. Let's come over here to downloads. Tomb of Vercilias. Images. Pictures. Nope. Pictures, not parallaxes. Pictures. Let's just call this like RPS 1. Yeah. RPS 1. Okay. And we need, in RPS, we need to grab the runes. We need rune 1. New. Ooh, that's what I was worried about. All right, back down to 25%. Over here for rune 3, we need to adjust this mask layer. That is the exact same mask layer as mask number 2. We do not want. Sure, that works. Okay, resize that back up to... Wait, we do 400%. Is it still... Oh, that's what I was about. Right. Well then. Yeah. Yeah, look at all this weirdness. Like yeah. There's 2, there's 3. Not good. Not good at all. So let's close that. Let us do that. Copy. New. I'm gonna say do that, but then we want to resize you 400%. That way, all of the shading is at the correct pixel density, so we can save that as RPS _2. Okay, we're gonna do room 2. Copy. Resize you to 400%. You are gonna be RPS. Oh my gosh. 3. I'm so used to typing RPG when I do RP. And yeah, I just it's how it do be sometimes. It's how it do be. Paste that. You resize you up to 400%. And save this as RPS 4. Okay, I think that's all of the like assets that we need in terms of the actual gameplay. Now we need the scores. So we've got the backs there, then we've got the monster scores, which is this guy right here. So let's go new. Yes, we're gonna resize you up to 400%. This is the actual filler itself. So say some random dude HUD images. We're gonna call this one RPS filler. And then call this one RPS back. All right. And now if we head back over... Oh my goodness, you know what I just realized? I haven't even opened RPG Maker yet. We are an hour into the stream and I have not even opened RPG Maker. Good time. Wait a minute, I did. I did have RPG Maker open. Never mind, I was lying. We did have RPG Maker open. Good times. All right, so... If you tie, this is where we're going right here. So I think that means we can probably just get rid of all of this. Well, no. Turn on monster bus, turn on tie, turn on stand. Exit event processing. Okay. So let's do this. Let's get rid of all of this. Let's just move picture. We can keep that. And then move picture. Get rid of all of this. Show picture. Show picture. Okay, so we're gonna need some show pictures. And then we've got a loop right here. This is doing all of this fun stuff. So we do need all of that. Not all of it, but like, let's... Okay. We're gonna keep it, though. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do show picture. We're gonna show picture. Let's do... What should we do? We want this to show above the card layers. But nothing more than that. So, what do we have? So card layer is starting at 100. So that's 11 cards for the player's hand, the first hand, plus the split, plus the monster's hand. 133. So we do 134. Show image layer 134. So we would have 135, 136, 137, 138, 139, 140. That'll work all right, I think. Hope. Fingers crossed. Let's come over here to Tomb of Vercilias, images, pictures. Let's go to RPS. RPS _1 is the name of the picture we want to show first. Whoop. That is going to show at 640 by, let's come back over to here. Oh my god. Okay, close you. Come over here. And let's close you. And close you. All right. Now we want to resize this up to 400%. We can actually know exactly where we need to show this thing right here. We grab the tray. We're going to show you at 640 by 364. So close, 364. 100, 100, 255. Okay, so we show that image. We're not going to do any crazy animations right now. Maybe we'll like animate it coming in later. But for now, we're just going to show the images, call it good. Show the images, call it good. That's 134. So then 135 is going to be RPS. Oh, well, no. Never mind. So this is RPS 2. Let's see. What is the X and Y on these guys? So rune 1, you're going to show at 580, 432. 580, 432. I also just realized you are showing at 3,036. That would have been bad. 3,300 and whatever. Okay. 100, 100, 255. All right. 135. This is going to be 136. You're going to be RPS 3. You're going to show at 640 by 432. 2. And 137. 7. Oh my god. 137 is going to show at 700, 432. 700, 432. You're going to be RPS 4. Okay. That is all for the player's hand. It's now 138 is going to be RPS 2. We're going to show at 580, 296. 580, 296. Okay, 139 is going to show at 640, 296. Last but not least, RPS 4, which just reminds me I need to change this to RPS 3. RPS 4 is now going to show at, I guess I already know, it's going to be 700. 700, 296. Okay, so that is showing the actual assets that we need. Now at this point, we then want to jump into the loops. So, here in the loops, we're going to say we need to get the X and Y values for the runes you're clicking. It's going to be 556, 396. 556, 396, and 604, 468. 604, 468. So if you are within there, then this is going to be rune, pyro rune. If you are hovering over it, we're going to say, we need to tint the picture. So if we come over here, we want to say in here, because I do not remember what that is, tint picture. Grab that. Script call. Okay, so we're going to say game screen, tint picture. So picture ID is going to be, it was 135? Was the first one, right? 135, yes. Let's get rid of you. Okay. So tint picture, 135. We're going to say 0, 0, 0. 0. Frames, 1. Let's just say, like, I don't know, 25, 25, 25. This just, like, lightens it just a little bit. Just a little bit. I think. I hope. It should just be a slight light. Yeah. If you're hovering over it, great. And then if you release... We can just reuse tiebreaker choice. So tiebreaker choice is going to be equal to 1, and then we break the loop. Easy enough. And then else, we jump into here. Then in the else down here, we want to say set it all back to 0, 0, 0. Yeah, that should be right. Okay. And basically, we should just be able to do this. Oh, we need to get the X and the Y again. Here, let's get the X and the Y. Say you are 616, 396. 616, 396. And then over here, let's do 664, 468. 664, 468. All right, you are within here. We then want to say this is the Geo rune. You're going to say tint picture 136. To that. You release, set it to 2. All right, and the last thing is this guy right here. So we want to say if you are in 676, 676, 396. 676, 396. And 724, 468. 724, 468. Okay, so if you're within there, then we're going to say you are the Hydro rune. A tint picture 137 to slightly lighter. There we go. Else just set 135, 136, and why the freak am I doing it like that? Excuse me. 136, and last but not least, 137. Set them all back to regular. Yeah. I'm going to grab all of that, put it at the bottom. 73. So this is if 73 is on. So come over here and let's turn on switch 73, just so we can test and see what this looks like. Should be able to say switch 73 tie turn on. Hey, look at that. They highlight. Awesome. Oh, that's a... If you move fast enough between the runes... Okay, we need to fix that. Okay, that one's easy enough. That one's easy enough. We just grab this guy, like literally just grab that, and then all we have to say is on here, you're 25, 25, 25. On this one, you are 5, 25, 25. You're 0, 0, 0. On this one, you are 25, 25, 25, 0, 0. And on the last one, you're all zeros. Okay, that fixed that. That's a easy enough bug that we can get through. Now, what is going on here? We've got 134, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. Do it. 40. I was like, why did that second to last rune not show? Because I didn't change the image layer. So, come back over here, turn on tie. There we go. The monster runes are showing, my runes are showing, and I can't make it double show the runes, like the highlights. Sweet. There we go. All right, now let's make it actually work. Okay, so if you release, like I was saying before, so using the tiebreaker choice, we got 1, 2, and 3. So we need to actually have a loop inside of a loop. Let's do a secondary loop here. We're going to take this loop and put that loop inside of that loop. So now we have 2 loops, which basically what we're going to do here is this is going to, so right now it's looping, waiting for you to actually click on something. So it's not going to do anything until you actually click on the thing. Once you click on the thing, then it will then break that first loop, and it will actually process the thing that's going on there. And then once it's finished processing, it should then loop back up to the top, unless, of course, we break the secondary loop because you or the monster has won. Yeah. That should be good. I think that should be good. So let us do this. So breaks the first loop right here. We're just going to call this a comment of play it out. Yeah. We're going off of 90. Okay. Now there should be another one that I could probably use. Like, what if we look for like roll? Like a dice roll. Lock re-rolls. D6 rolled. What was the original tie using? As it rolls around, saving throw dice, 56. We're going to use that, saving throw dice. When you say play it out, we're going to say use the saving roll dice, which was 56. Saving throw dice. Set it to a random number between 1 and 3. All right, there we go. Himabot says, well, hello again, sir. Who looks like Chris Pratt with red hoodie? My mom said again. Well, welcome. I'm glad you're here. And yeah, thank you for noticing the red hoodie. It is one of my favorites. It is one of my favorites. I don't wear it too often, though. It's from my old company that I used to work for. And so I can't really wear it to work because everyone's like, you're still wearing your old company's merch? And people get very upset. Yeah. How you doing? How was life for you? Hopefully things are going well. Okay, so we want to say, yeah, random number between 1 and 3. And then what we will say is, well, yeah, then we just let it play out. So we want to say, I want to make this, again, we're trying to go for as efficient as possible. So if we say, let's grab the move picture. We're going to say move picture. 130, what? 130. Let's do 134. Remove image layer 134 plus game variables dot value. Then which variable is it that the player is selecting? 90. Variable 90. Okay. So we want to move the image layer that you have clicked on based off of that variable, the origin of 1, and then we're going to say move screen.picture 134 plus 90 dot underscore x. Yeah, dot underscore x. Let's also grab all the way over to here. Ooh. Oh my goodness.
Mathrodog wants Moonman to do 10 bicep curls.
Bicep curls, Mathra. Bicep curls. Oh my goodness.
Mathrodog wants Moonman to do 10 chest benders.
Looks like we're doing some stuff, everybody. We're doing some stuff.
Mathrodog just redeemed Streech.
It's all sorts of stuff. All sorts of stuff. I suppose we can do that. Welcome, Mathra. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. What up, nerd? Oh, you know, just living life. Just living life to the fullest. Having a good time. Having a good time. Having a good time. That's how I'm doing. How you doing? How's life? So if we say up to here, 24, I feel like that's good. We're going to say set it to y minus 24. Let's also say, just for kicks and giggles, and then we're gonna do some bicep curls, some chest benders, and some stretching. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I just I want to finish this before I lose my train of thought on how I want this to all play out. Before we do that, we then want to say 135. Right. 135. We're going to set you to let's set you to bounce out. Move you in like 30. Yeah, 30 frames. That should be good. We need to do 135, 136, 137, 138, 139, and 140. Mathra says, also, I watch you so much with a 10 stream streak. Mathra, thank you so much for being here for 10 stream streak. That is absolutely wild. Thank you. I appreciate it. If you're going to streak anywhere, make sure you streak here in this stream. So I appreciate the stream streak. Thank you, Mathra. Thank you. All right. I think that should be good. So I'm going to just say, let's just do this really quick. So if we just do 999. There we go. Let's see. Going into the Inkwell says, hey, dude. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. How's life going for you? How's your week? Hopefully it's going well. Let's just see what this is looking like, and then we're gonna do some chest curls, some bicep curls, chest benders, and some stretching. So we pull up the tie screen. There it is. Okay, there we go. The highlight's still working, and then if we were to say select this one, it should go bam. Hey, yes. Here we go. Bad, not bad. All right, cool. Yeah, that's what we got. That is what we got. We're slowly but surely making it. We're slowly but surely. All right, let's do some chest benders. Let's see, what all was it? I gotta make sure that I get them in order. So we've got bicep curls, chest benders, and then some stretching. Let's do that. Let's crank the jams and let's do some standing up and moving around. Because yeah, if you sit for too long, it's not good. Not good for your joints. Here we go. Oh my gosh. All right, everybody, count them with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now the chest benders. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo. Oh. All right. Now some stretching. Here we go, everybody. Let's do some stretching. Let's go this way this time. And the other way. Oh. Oh. And backwards. Oh. Oh. That felt good. Oh, thank you, Mathra. I appreciate that. Whew, gets my heart going. Keeps me awake and alive. Oh, this game is rough as nails. I know. It's great, isn't it? Let's see, going into the Inkwell says, busy? Hopefully it's a good busy, I hope. Sometimes busy can be good. Like this morning, I was so busy at work, I did not even realize that it was basically noon before I even knew it. Oh, and then other times, not so much. So, fingers crossed. I hope it is a good busy for you. Okay, so that is that. Now, let's do... So that's you selecting the runes. Play it out. But should move any of them doing that. Okay, I work in retail and am an assistant manager. So, oh, that's some good times. Yeah, I never made it to assistant manager, but way back in the day, so back in I guess 10 years ago now, back in 2015, I used to work at at Macy's in a mall that I lived close by, and I was the receiving dock manager. So like any deliveries that came into the mall for Macy's, I was the one that was in charge of making sure those all got in properly, got unboxed, and all that fun stuff. So yeah, it wasn't great. So I kind of know how that goes, especially around the holiday season. Oh, very, very busy. So I get it. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, the amount, like, most people will not comprehend how much craziness goes on in retail around the holidays. Like, you just don't see it. Like the only thing that the customer sees is they're like, look at all these extra people that are here. It's kind of crazy. And it's like, you have no idea how much crazy it's been for the past couple months as like stuff has been coming in. Like the amount of shipments that like just skyrocket because it's like, well, the holidays are coming up the next 3 months. I guess we better start stockpiling pallets of stuff. And it's just, yeah. So I know that feeling. So I hope that hopefully the next few weeks of the holidays can go over as smoothly as possible for you. And then I hope that January will just be a nice sigh of relief. I know that it never is, but I'm still gonna hope that for you. I'm still gonna cross my fingers and hope for you. I'm the closing manager. Oh, that's even more fun. That's even more of a blast. It's getting polished. Slows. You're not wrong, Cameron. You're not wrong. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do is right as you select. So we've got the saving dice throws. That one, it automatically chooses right there. And then we're gonna say right as it moves the players, it is also going to move the monsters runes. So we've got 134, 135, 136, 137. 137 plus 90. We're not gonna say plus 90, we're gonna say plus 56. Yeah. So 137 plus
Axel_Benedict says, "Sup nerds, I'm back. What's up?"
Welcome, Axel. Welcome back. How you doing? Hopefully things have been well for you. Let's actually just grab that. 137. 56. Okay, easy enough. And then we're gonna say plus 24 on this one. This is the monsters runes moving down. I was watching the Game Awards. Oh, how'd that go? I kind of forgot that was a thing. Hopefully it went well. Any new fun and exciting news for us? Wait, what one Claire Obscure absolutely swept? I figured it would. Yeah, I was actually going to be shocked if it wasn't. Very shocked. Okay, so that moves down. Then we're gonna just wait for like 20 frames. Then we will then say conditional branch. Yeah, let's do this. We're gonna say if game variables dot value. So the variable, if 90 is equal to, what's gonna be the most efficient way to figure this? Again, I need to visualize this. I need to visualize it so I can actually, like, in my mind be like, okay, yes, that makes the most sense. So if we say, so we've got, what variables do we have? So the player's variable is variable 90. That looks absolutely gorgeous. We got 90, and then we've got 56. So 56 is the monsters. Essentially, what we need to do is we need to say if the player... Okay, so we've got 1, 2, and 3. And then the monster would have 1, 2, and 3. So 1 beats 2, 2 beats 3, 3 beats 1. So if the player is equal to 1 and the monster is equal to 3, wait, this will be easier. This will be easier. Okay, so we've got oh my gosh. Okay, it's literally just like rock, paper, scissors. Okay, so 1 is pyro. Nope, we gotta go with numbers. The 1 is pyro, which is basically just rock.
2 is Geo. Okay, there we go. 2 is Geo, which is basically just paper. And then 3 is Hydro,
which is essentially just scissors. Okay, so rock beats paper, paper beats scissors.
Axel_Benedict just redeemed Stree.
That is not correct. That is not correct. Oh my
gosh. Have I literally never thought about the rules of rock, paper, scissors? Apparently not. Apparently not. Okay, so Why is my brain not comprehending what is happening here? Okay. So this is Pyro. I already made him do it. That's true. That's true. But we absolutely can do some stretching. I'm always down for some stretching. And oh my goodness, Axel. Axel is at a 20 stream streak. Axel, that is absolutely wild. Thank you so much for that amount of streaking. Again, I've said it once and I'll say it every single time. If you're gonna streak anywhere, streak here in this stream. Streaking here in this stream is the best place to streak. So, Axel, I appreciate you streaking here in the stream. Out of context, that would sound so weird. So, if it's out of context for you, oh well. Oh well. All right, everybody. Oh, let's do some stretching. Here we go. We're gonna go this way. And this way. Ugh. And unlock the chair. There it is. Backwards. Oh, the good stretches. Oh. Thank you, Axel. I appreciate that. Okay, what is happening here? Okay, let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. So this is Pyro. Pyro beats Geo. Geo beats Hydro. Hydro beats Pyro. That is 1, 2, and 3. That's a 3. I swear that's a 3. Look at it. Look at that 3. Look at the 3. Okay. All right. Okay. So with that diagram, so if the player is equal to 1. So how is going to be the best way to make that work? Stay with me, green screen. Stay with me. I think what we need to do is we need to take into account let's just do it this way. Variable 90. The tiebreaker choice. That's what we're setting, right? 90? 90, yes. So 90 is equal to 1, which is going to be Pyro. Pyro. If you're Pyro, then what we need to say is if then 56. 56? 56. Excuse me. So that if 56 is equal to 1, that means we've got a tie. We just wait for 20 frames. Oh, okay, so we need you to wait 30 frames. You need to move all the way in, and then wait for like 20 frames. If you're a tie, then all you need to do is just... Should I switch this back after it moves? Just switch them all back to quad out? I think so. Quad out. What if we do quad in out? Slow start, slow end? Kind of like it. I think it'd be good. Okay, so it bounces in. When it finishes that, switches it back to quad in out. Then it goes through and it chooses. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Copy that, paste that. There we go. Okay, so if it's Pyro, so if you tie, then we just want to move these back. So we're going to say plus 24, minus 24. And then I think that should be all we have to do, because then it just says loop above. Which I think would then take us back up here. Yeah, it should take us back up to the top. Okay, yeah. I was thinking about it, I was like, it's a loop inside of a loop, and so if you break out of the first loop, when it gets to the end of the outer loop and it tells it to loop again, it starts back up at the top of the inner loop, or the outer loop, and then it jumps back into the inner loop. Yes. Okay, we should be good there. So if you get a tie, it just moves the tiles back into place. Does
Thanks
that.
for
Oh
the
my
follow,
goodness.
Fruitsy Collins.
Fruitsy Collins, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so if you die, nothing happens there. Oh, we got a bouncing slime. Oh my goodness. I need something like that. I need one of those animated emotes. That would be absolutely glorious. Oh, that is fantastic. I love that. I love that. Well, thank you. Thank you for watching, for following. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so if we tie, move the runes back into place, go back up at the top and make you choose again. Let's see. Else, if the monster has done a 2, that means the Pyro beats Geo. That means that player wins. Yep. Mather says, Moon, are you sure you are cool enough to have a slime emote? I don't know. I feel like I'm probably gonna have to bring my coolness up just a little bit, like just a tiny bit, before I can finally have that. Because yeah, it's I mean, a bouncing slime, that is like peak. That is peak cool, and I don't think I'm quite ready for that. But I feel like if I can hit 400 followers, so just 5 more followers, if I can just get 5 more followers, I feel pretty confident saying that I would be cool enough to. Oh, okay. All right, now we're just showing off. Now we're just showing off. What is that? What is that slime line move? Oh my goodness. Okay, I would need a lot more than 400 followers to get something that cool. But if I could get 400 followers, just 5 more followers, I feel like at that point I could have a bouncing slime. I feel like I could have that. Absolutely 100%. 100%. Oh my gosh, wait. Oh my goodness, that is Fruit's own slimes right there. Oh my goodness, Fruitsy. You've got your own slimes. That is absolutely fantastic. Hold up now. Hold up now. What do we got here? I gotta go take a look. What? Everybody, are you seeing what I'm seeing here? We have got a schedule. We have got videos. 5 days ago? Oh my goodness. All right, everybody. Huge shout out to Fruitsy. Make sure to go follow Fruitsy. Let's do a slash shout out. There we go. At Fruitsy Collins. Everybody, if you're not already, make sure to go follow Fruitsy. 100% Fruitsy. I am definitely going to be checking out what you are working on, what's going on here on your stream. Yeah. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Well, I appreciate you being here. Thank you for that. I just like slimes. I mean, that's fair. Everybody loves slimes. Slimes are a good time. I have a very weird anecdotal story that I will share as I will continue building this out. So, as many of you know, I've been using RPG Maker for many years now. Way back in the day, I'm talking like 20 years ago, I was making this game, and I had created random battle encounters on the world map, and I thought everything was good. I thought everything was going to be good, and so I was having one of my brothers test. As he was going around, he kept getting the exact same encounter. There were supposed to be like 10 different encounters, and one of them was double slimes. And he kept getting it again and again and again and again and again, to the point where every time the combat would start, he would just start saying, slimes! And it was a slime every single time. And it was both frustrating, but also hilarious that he just got slimes so often. So good times for RNG right there. And yeah, so anytime I think about slimes, I always think about my brother as he was playtesting my game, and every time he would say, slimes! And it was always slimes. And I'm just like, okay. Anyway, there's a fun anecdote for you. Okay, so if the saving dice throw is equal to 2, which means that wait a minute. No, yes, yeah, this is what the monster has chosen. So if the monster has chosen number 2, that means that the player has won. So we'll wait for it, and then we're gonna say, let's do this. Put you back up there. Wait for 20 frames. Oh my goodness. I am now a PNG tuber. Thank you, Fruitsy Collins. I appreciate that. It's good times. It's good times here on the Moon stream. I forgot my name for a second. The Moon Man stream. It's good times here. Okay, so if the player wins, we now need to add to a variable. I don't know what variables we're going to be using right now. Control variables. Let's see what's what do we got here? What have we got here? What could we use? We need both for the monster winning and the player winning. Axel says, "Hey, Moonman, guess what? Bag news." Wait a minute, Axel. Is this good bag news or bad bag news? Because that would be absolutely wild if there's good bag news literally after we talked about it like an hour ago. That would be crazy. That would be absolutely crazy. I'd be very happy too. But yes, what is the bag news? I feel like I need to know this news. I have good news, bad news, and sad news. Oh no. Okay, let me guess. The good news is the bag was found. The bad news is all of the good stuff from the bag is missing. And the sad news is the bag is destroyed. They broke the bag. Those are my guesses. How close was I? We could use the level selectors. We're not using the level selectors anymore for the horizontal and vertical. Those are long gone. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to say player wins and monster wins. Go. If the player wins, add 1 to player wins. Oh, it's also right here in the very beginning. We want to actually say 5 and 6. 5 and 6. We're going to set those to equal 0. That way they're nice and reset. Okay, so add 1 to player wins. And we wait for 20 frames, and then we move the things back. And then we start again. And then if the saving dice throw is equal to 3, that means that the monster wins. Monster wins. So then we're going to say add 1 to monster wins. Move them back. There we go. Cameron says, my roommate bought me one of my favorite plushies. Ooh. What plushie is it, Cameron? I mean, I would hope if it's your favorite, it's going to be a good one. Also, that is super kind of your roommate to do that. Very kind. Mind you, this was as a going away gift. Oh, fair. Axel says, good news that the bag thief was caught on camera. The bad news is I have to go to Houston to get it processed and put into evidence. And sad news, the bag was stolen from my car 21 minutes before we left Cidercade. Man, that is very sad. Like, yeah. To know that it was like that close to you just like being out there and just not having it be a thing at all. That does suck. And that is really bad news that you have to drive all the way out there just to have it processed. Man, that's frustrating. That is very frustrating. But that is good that you were able to find it, though. But Miso, the Siamese cat, will help me through the grief. I hope so. Fingers crossed. That is, yeah, that is very nice that your roommate would get that for you. Even if it was as a going away gift, still, I love that. He was my adventure buddy for the longest time. Very nice. Yeah, that is fantastic. I like that. I like that, Cameron. Thank you for sharing that. Okay. Monster wins, player wins. There we go. Now that is just for... Is there any way that we can make this more efficient? Because we're going to have to do that 3 more times. There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way to make this more efficient. We don't just want to say if that's equal to 1, because then we have to basically copy this and put it to 2, and then 3. I'm sure there is, but I'm feeling really lazy tonight, which is probably a bad time to be doing a lot of, game development. But we're just going to say this. If you're equal to 2, which is going to be Geo. So if you are... Oh my god.
Cameron Reap says, what? Art time.
Oh, that's true. We could do some art. Let's do some art before I jump in here and start doing this. So, yeah, let's get back over here now that I've saved it. Go for Geo. All right, let's come over here and let's take a look at this art we have got. Discord. In the art channel, we are in the art channel. Let's see. So we did see that one. Let's see. I like your designs. They are cuties for sure. Wait. Cameron, is there more? Oh, there we go. Hey, there we go. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Looking good. Are these nails? Or are these something else on the fingertips? I'm assuming nails. They've got like this, not forked design, but like almost like they're cracked, maybe? But I like it. I like it. It's looking really good. Very well done, Cameron. Yeah, absolutely beautiful stuff. Sneak peek of the new character. I like it. That's a very good sneak peek. Still, the fact that like you're doing this with your finger is what blows my mind. Like you're able to do this just with like on your phone with your finger is wild to me. Absolutely wild. Sneak peek of the new character. Yes, struggling to take the concept further. Still, that is an absolutely fantastic design so far. I'm liking it. I don't know if it will remain this way, but I really like having the different shades and colors of hair. Looks really nice. Love the nails on her. And of course, always fantastic like the different skirts and shirt designs. Redraw of Linda the Cat. Very nice. Very nice stuff. Yeah, beautifully done. Beautifully done. Axel says, I'm just sad because I know I'll never actually see that bag again. Wait. I have to go to Houston to get it processed and put into evidence. Wait, wouldn't you get the bag back after the stuff? Maybe? Hopefully? Fingers crossed? I gotta go. I have an early morning. No worries, Axel. No worries at all. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your evening. Hope you have a great rest of your week. And yeah, we'll see you hopefully on the Sunday stream. We can chat more. I hope. Fingers crossed. Okay, so if you're Geo, so Geo beats Hydra. So if the monster is Pyro, trying to decide what's going to be the best here. I think if we just change these numbers. So if the monster was equal to 2, and we tie. Cameron says no. Wait, why'd you say no? What happened? Was it over here? Here's the finished version. Oh my goodness. There we go. There we go. That is a really nice shade of pink. I like that pink. I'm trying to think how you would get the lines like that, like the designs in the bow. It just looks so good. Like all the details, like the little things in the hair, little guys right here. Oh, Cameron, absolutely beautiful stuff. Very well done. I love it. I love it. See, David Van Housen says, hello. Welcome, David Van Housen. How's it going? Hopefully life is going well for you. Hopefully your week's going well. Mather says, oh, I see you're working on monster element types for damage types to matter more than just improving damage. Well, kind of. See, here's the thing. We will be doing that. That will be happening. For now, we're still working on the tie thing. Yeah, the tie is definitely taking a bit longer than I was anticipating, but we are making progress. I would say if we're not done in the next like 30 minutes, I'm gonna be actually shocked. Yeah, that's just a paint texture. Okay, makes more sense, but still, I still think it's impressive. Okay, so we should be able to set that to 3, so the player wins, and this should be equal to 1. Yeah. And last but not least, we should just be able to paste this in here. We should be able to say if you have picked a 3, that means you picked a Hydro. Okay, so then 3 and 3 is a tie. 3 and a 1 is the player wins. 3 and a 2 is the monster wins. Easy enough. Okay, so then at the end of this one here, I'm gonna add a comment, just be like, check the scores. Yeah. David Van Housen says, I'm not doing well. Oh. That's not good. What's going on? What's going on, David? You can talk to us. We're here for you. We are your friends. Okay, so we want to check the scores. Basically, we just want to say conditional branch is game. Actually, no. We need to check each one individually. We're just going to say if the variable, what was it, 90 something? What was it again? 56 is the monster. 90. It's just 90. Okay. I feel like I need to sneeze. It's like right there, but it's not happening. Okay, so if 90 is greater than or equal to 3, then that's just player wins. And then else. Oh, we don't need an else. Then we're just going to say if 56 is greater than or equal to 3, that means that the monster wins. Okay. So I think at that point, all we should need to do... yeah, at that point, we will just say, if the player wins, then control switches turn on. We got player bust, which is we're going to turn off if the monster wins. Monster bust is 65. Okay. Down here, just turn on 65. 65, turn it on. Okay, so if the player wins, monster bust. If the monster wins, player bust. And then I think we should be able to get rid of basically all of this. I think. Evens, odds. Game screen.revert picture placement. I don't know what that means, but we're going to get rid of it. Tie passed. Okay. Okay. So then at this point, we then want to say turn off tie, turn off stand. We don't want to just turn on monster bust. So yeah, so just turn off tie and then turn off stand. Yeah. Okay, there we go. There we go. Let's see, David Van Housen says, I've just been really sad these past few days. I am very sorry, David. Yeah, it's, I feel like it's that kind of time of year is, yeah, we're just, I don't know, it feels like like towards the end of the year and even the beginning of the year, it feels more difficult to feel happy, to feel satisfied and stuff like that. So I am percent, yeah, that is rough to get through. I wish that I would have some kind of words of encouragement besides just things will get better. I promise they will. Just hang in there. I would say, and to each their own. I know that not everybody's the same. I know that for me personally, whenever I'm feeling down, sad, depressed, whatever it may be, being creative in some way, shape, or form, whether that is drawing, singing, making a game, making something with your hands, just like doing something creative, and it could literally be anything. It could be something as simple as like you just sit down and you write a letter to yourself, encouraging yourself. It could be something as crazy as you're like, I want to learn origami, or something like that. Just doing something that is creative, even if it's not something that like you're developing any kind of skill or anything like that. Like you don't have to like sit down and like go through any kind of learning process, but like just creating something, I feel like can help a ton. For me anyway. It may not be the same for you, but it's from what I've noticed for myself, for other people that I've talked to, doing something that like just kind of gets like your like again, you're creating something, you're putting something in the world, even if it's not something that anyone will ever see or interact with or anything like that at all, even if it's something you create and you immediately throw in the trash or you hit the delete key, but like creating something, I feel like can be a really great way to try and help with those kinds of slumps. If it doesn't, totally understandable. But for me, anyway, personally, is something that helps. So, like, figure I would share, see if maybe that'll help at all for you. And if not, again, totally understandable. Totally understandable. Yeah, I do hope that you get through the slump. 'Cause yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun to go through. So I hope you'll get there. Feel the same way tonight? Well, yeah, Cameron, that is understandable. That is completely understandable why you would be feeling sad. Tonight, yeah, 100%. But hey, David Van Hazen, you have got a 15 stream streak, absolutely fantastic. See, there you go. There's something. If nothing else, I appreciate you streaking here in this stream. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Hey, are we streaking the same way though? I hope so. Evidently, emoji code works now. That'd be kind of crazy, kind of nuts. I like that though. I like it. I think that should be good for this. I hope. I guess we'll find out. So now at this point, so we have, so it's 5 and 6. 5 and 6 are the ones that we, yeah, 5 and 6. Okay, let's come in here. Let's pull this up and let's see what happens. We want to say, yeah, okay. Oh, phew. I was confusing myself for a second. We want to turn on tie. That's what we need first. So we got 5 and 6. Okay, there we go. So tie's turned on. We've got that up and going. Now we need to create a few things. Actually, there's really not that many. We just need to do a image gauge. Create new. This is going to be game variables dot value 5. And then the max is going to be 3. Condition, this is going to be if game switches dot value, and what was this, 72? Is that the tie? Crap. Probably should have checked before. 73, dang it. All right, let's turn on mini boss dead. I hope that it doesn't do anything crazy. Okay, I think we're good. So you are going to be if 73 is on. There we go. Now we need to come in here, turn off 72, because I don't know what that's actually going to do. There we go. Okay, that is good to go. Okay, so this guy right here, we want to change you to a layer. We can keep it at 0. Let's see. Main image is going to be, what do we call it? The RPS filler, and then RPS back. Fresh. Go. Right. That's no, that's not gonna be it. Let's cut that. We're just gonna set you to 3. Fresh. Okay, I think that should be good. Yeah. There we go. And then we should be able to copy and paste that, and then take this one, and we're gonna have you be. Oh, wait, no. This one is supposed to be 5. Because 5 is the players. Yeah. Okay, crap. So tricky to get that thing spot on. Okay. So you're 5, and then you need to be 6. The 6 is the monster score. There we go. Okay, let's see what happens. So if I select, let's say, this guy, he wins. All right. If I select this guy, I win. Oh, what is that? What are you? Why are you a thing? Oh, this is from the old level select thing that we were gonna do way back when, like 6+ months ago. We were gonna do a level like selection, basically like Slay the Spire. That's how we were gonna do originally. That's how we were gonna do the actual levels in the game, because there wasn't gonna be a town, there wasn't gonna be any of that stuff. It was going to be a Slay the Spire kind of map where it was like you would have, you know, you'd start off like 2 or 3 nodes is what we called them, where you got to choose which direction you were going. And either the nodes would, you know, increase the amount of monsters that would spawn, or it would increase the, you know, the amount of items that would spawn, or chests, or stuff like that. Or there would be eventually ones where they were safe rooms where you could heal, you could upgrade your spells, all that fun stuff, and then you'd move on again. And that's what that is from. So I think we should be good to delete that, which is fantastic, because we need to be going through and deleting some of these HUD elements, because there are so many. There's literally like 150. It's a lot. Let's see here. Mathra says, "Hey Moon, I need you to learn how to make mods for this game so you can make my ideas a reality." I'm kidding, of course. What game are we learning to mod? Because maybe there's a possibility. Cameron says, while it's too raw today, I want to write a story expressing my grief through the lens of my characters, many who have lost or become distant from their parents. I think that would be a really great thing to do, Cameron. Again, like you were, like, obviously, you know, definitely too raw today, but I would say, yeah, in weeks, months, however long it is that it will take you, don't feel like you have to get to anywhere too fast. Don't ever rush. Rule number 1, if you are ever dealing with grief, do not rush it. There's no reason to rush at all. Like, grieve, let it happen, let it be processed in whatever amount of time it is. Do not ever say to yourself, but it's been X number of weeks, it's been X number of months. Like, there's no such thing as it like being too long of a time to grieve. So if you're grieving, take your time. Doesn't matter how much time it takes, take your time. And yeah, don't ever feel like you have to hold yourself to like, well, I have to be over this in X amount of days or weeks or months. Because everybody grieves differently, and especially for like scenarios that you are in. Yeah, definitely you need to let that process. So let's see. Mather says, you have an old mechanic ghost. Good old mechanic ghost in the system. David Van Housen says, I want to do the same thing, but mine would be about a crush I had on a girl. That would be a really great way to go as well. Vintage story. Cameron says, I'm a go. Cameron, I appreciate you being here. Again, if you need anything, let me know. Let anybody know. We're here for you. We need to talk. 100%. But yeah, I hope that you can I hope that you can get some rest tonight. And I hope that I hope things will be okay. Yeah, we're here for you. Let us know if you need anything. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you again soon. Let's see. Okay. So then if I do this guy, ties, this guy, he wins. He wins. Cool. Okay. Well, oh, you know, I just realized. So I was like, wait, what is happening? Why am I not? Because it turns those on, then it doesn't actually get us out of that loop. So we need to break the loop, and it takes us here, turns those off, and then I think we here, just to be safe, we'll just exit event processing. And then we also need to say we need to erase images 134 through 1. Yeah. Which I am trying to remember. So if we say erase picture, once we get down here, we then want to say script, say game, erase picture, picture ID 134, 135, then 136, 37, 38, 39, 40. 140. There we go. That should erase all of the UI for that. That should be good, I hope. Okay, let's see what happens. We will turn on tie, and I think at this point we should be good. Go over here to here, turn on tie. That should pop up. There we go. So we click on that. Tie. He wins. I win. Huh? What? What'd you talk about? Oh. Monster wins. And player wins. That's what we need to use. Not the ones you're voting on. I was like, how did that happen? Why did that happen? It's because I was using the wrong variables. That would do it. That would do it. Yep, 100%. That would do it. Okay, turn on tie. There we go. Pyro. I win. He wins. Tie. I win. Tie. I win. Why? Like, it's obviously trying to loop back up. But it should break the loop. turn off tie, turn off stand, exit event processing. Okay. What? Why? Like, we should just be in that one loop, right? Like, we should get here. Okay, let's do this. We're going to flash the screen green if the player wins. We're going to flash the screen red if the monster wins. And then if we make it out here right before that, we're going to go yellow. And if we make it out here after that, we're going to go purple, pink. See what happens. And we may just need to add like a 1 frame wait, maybe. We'll see. So, do pyro, I win. He wins. He wins. He wins. Red, yellow. And it's still trying to... Oh! That's why. That's why. It's because it's then trying to do the player bust or the monster bust, which is then trying to move the cards, and there are no cards to move, so that's why it's freaking out. Okay, all right. It's nothing that I did wrong. It's that I'm trying to run the tie minigame while not actually in the game. That would do it. That would do it. Okay. So at that point, okay, let's just let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that and that. Okay, there we go. Now, let's see. Let's do... Well, let's just get into battle and give things a test. Shall we? Yeah. You did it all wrong, Moon. Wrong. Wrong, I say. I mean, you're not wrong. I have done... I've made mistakes. So many mistakes. Okay, let's take a hit. 5. All right, we'll stand on a 19. 14, 23. All right. I guess I could probably artificially... Yeah, let's do this. I'm going to take a hit. Ooh, 19. Okay. Now I can come in here and I can cheat the system and just turn on tie, which should then pull that up. I shouldn't be able to stand or do anything like that. That's good. Oh, crap. Oh, crap on a cracker. Okay, I need to make it so you cannot open the skill tree if you're in a tie. Tomb Master, is this the one? Perk tooltips. Menu items / skill trees. We want to say, if tie is on, you cannot open the skill tree. I think that makes the most sense. I would say so. Okay. Go back into battle. I'm at 12. Let's turn on tie. Pull up. Okay, so I can't hit, I can't double down, I can't stand. The perk tooltip still will pop up. I feel like that's fine. I also want to make it so you can't pick up the dice. That's also another thing that I want to make sure you cannot do. But you can't open the skill tree, so that's good. That's good. Okay. Let's play it out. All right, tie. I think I want to speed this up, too. I want to speed it up just a little bit. Wow. This is riveting. Oh. There we go. I win. There we go. All right. Well, yeah, that's not too bad. Not too bad. Okay. For now, it's fine. Let's speed it up just a little bit, and then I think we should be good to call that done on the tie. So right here, it is set to 30. I think if we set this to 20 and 20, set that to 20. 10. We're going to replace all the 20s with 10s. So just a little bit less wait time. Oh, we need to change all of those as well. Crap. That's fine. That's all right. We can do it. We can do it. Wait. I should be able to just grab... Well, no. We'll just do that. Let's replace all of the move pictures down to 20s. Just to make it a little bit faster. Check the scores. Okay, so now we want to replace all of the 20s with 10s. That should be better. Should be a little bit faster. Should feel good. Cards. Ooh. Easy enough. Tie. All right, pull up the tie. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. There we go. Holy smokes. Something at least. It all comes down to this. Hey, there we go. I win. Take that, you stupid orc thing. Okay. Got a soft 18. I'm gonna double down. Double down on the soft 8. Oh! Oh, 21. Take that, you idiot. You idiot. All right, I've got an 8. 15. Oh, this is my night. Stand. 17. There we go. There we go. All right, well, that's not too bad. Hit. Okay, all right. I had to win. I had to lose one eventually, I figure. 13. Let's double down. 23. Ding it. Okay. Yeah, well, I think we should be probably good. I mean, I do kind of want to see if I can get it to do a natural tie. Or stand on a 15. Okay, all right. 18, we're standing on an 18. 16, 26. 19, we're standing on a 19. Okay, come on, just get a natural tie so I can say that we have tested it. 11, 13, 23. And of course, we're out of cards. I guess what we can do is actually, I guess what we could do to get a natural tie is we can do this. Let's do this. Let's say let's give ourselves, let's just make there to be like 20 pyro 10s in the deck. Crap! I forgot that I have it set to actually zero out the cards. Oh my gosh. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. We're not dying at all here. We're not dying at all. Not at all. Okay. Well, I think we should be able to call that good. Because I mean, like, me just pulling up the tie. Oh, I need to test it. I need to test it. It's gonna drive me crazy if I don't test to make sure we actually get like a natural tie. Okay, let's hit on a 10. We got a 20. Let's see what he gets. 7, 15, 25. All right. Stand on a 20. 14, 24. All right, come on, just get the same as me. Same as me. Double down on a 10. 12. Okay. That's good. That's good. Wait. He just did 2 damage to me, which I believe he should only be doing 1 damage naturally. Oh my gosh, do I already have his double down set up? Which means I should be able to set up... Wait, no, I already knew that. Okay, yeah. His double down is also working. Yeah. I shouldn't have stood on a 16. Soft 15. Let's double down on a soft 15. There we go. Soft 18. Okay, come on, dude. It's not that hard. Just let us tie. 15, 25. Okay, all right. 16, 17. Okay, stand on a 17. 14, 17. There we go. Natural tie. This pulls up. Now we should be able to do a nice 1, 2, 3. Okay. Did I just win? Okay, my YouTube live stream is a little bit further behind, so let's see if I just won. Okay, I gotta go back a little bit further than that. Let's go back 1 minute. Dang it. Let's go back 2 minutes. All right, never mind. I think we're good. I think we should be good. Okay, that's good to go. That is good to go. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Okay, so the splits, so the ties are good to go. Ties are good to go. Double down, half done, still needs to do double damage. So I think I did do that though. I think the double damage was working. So over here, if I do double down, blackjack +1, turn on double down. So then over here, so it's basically me standing. And then if I have double down, ace, tie, monster bust, monster wins, player wins. So this is if the player busts, which means the player loses. Loop through here. Okay, yeah, so if double down is on, then it does damage. Okay, well, there we go. Yeah, never mind. So I did have that in there. We're good to go. Double down. We'll just put this in here. High risk, high reward. Player does 2x damage, but receives, sure, whatever, 2x damage if lose. Yeah. Okay. We'll just leave it as high risk, high reward. At this point, we just need to do the reshuffle, and we need to do the splits, and we need to do the monster blackjack. I kind of want to say we do the splits next. No, the monster blackjack is going to be the easiest one to do. We're going to do the monster blackjack next, and then we're going to get the splits in here, and then we're going to figure out how we're going to do the shuffle. So, monster blackjack is next. Let's get that going. Dakota says, "What's up? I'm back." Welcome back, Dakota. Welcome back. How'd that go for you? Hopefully the videos went well for you. Let's see here. Mathra says, but yeah, the game I was talking about is called Vintage Story. It is like Minecraft, but far more technical and complex. I have mechanics that make things almost feel like real-life processes. Ooh, almost. It is a rough and unforgiving game, but cozy and beautiful when you are with others and creative. That sounds like a good time. Actually, Vintage Story, that sounds familiar. I don't know if it's because you or someone else has maybe talked about it. Maybe I've actually looked into it. I don't know. Yeah. I feel like someone else in the stream has talked about it. I think that's probably why I recognize it. Because I definitely have never played it. But it would be fun to. That is oh my gosh. That is a neat way to resolve a tie. Well, because before when we had the ties, it was the dice roll, right? It was basically the kind of rough roulette, whereas it pulled up the dice roll board thing, and you either guess evens, odds, 1 through 10 or 11 through 20, which is fine. But I was like, again, it's all based on chance. Like it's not like you really have anything to do with anything. Like you're literally just saying, yeah, I think it's gonna be this, and then it just rolls the dice, and if you win, you win. If not. But I feel like with rock paper scissors-esque kind of gameplay, it's like kind of the same thing. It's very much so just chance, but it makes the player feel like they're actually choosing what they're wanting to do. Yeah. So, plus I feel like it could open up the door for other things in terms of like, perk cards and stuff like that, where we could do something along the lines of, if you have a certain perk card, it will, I don't know, warn you, maybe like it's gonna like highlight 2 of the potential 3 options the monster might go for, or something like that. I don't know. I feel like it could be fun. There could be different ways to like make it easier for the player to win, maybe, or even skills. We could even make it a skill thing, maybe. Okay, we're good. Whew. Still not 100% yet. Still not 100%. We're still working on recovery. Whew. Holds are so much fun. So much fun. Don't get sick, everybody. Do not get sick. Victory Gaming Zombie is on a 3-stream streak. Victory Gaming Zombie, I appreciate that. If you're going to streak anywhere, make sure to streak in the stream. Thank you so much for watching. 3 streams in a row. Thank you. Not bad at all. Hopefully you're having an absolutely fantastic day. Hopefully you're having a great week, too. We're on Thursday. We're almost to Friday. Hopefully everyone's going to have an absolutely fantastic finish to the week. I hope. Is the monster still going? Okay, the monster's still going. All right. Every now and then I worry about these little guys stopping because they freeze sometimes. Same thing with the monster. Sometimes the monster stops going too. Dakota says, yep, using what I've learned and also adapting the 2D software graphic Gale, I think I'll be fine. I think so too. I like that. Yeah, lighting and stuff like that is a lot of fun. But yeah, so adopting the 2D software graphic Gale, I think we'll be fine as well. Yeah, very nice. Oh, excuse me. Started off as a Minecraft mod, but they were doing so much unique mechanics and overhauls of the game that they figured they would get more out of the idea by making a standalone game with a better engine. Now we have Vintage Story, and I freaking love it. It has the potential to become my favorite and have me never touch Minecraft ever again. That is fair. Well, I feel like the one that I'm now pretty excited about, I say as I cannot remember the name of it. They just got the rights to the game back. Oh my gosh, what is that? Minecraft RPG game, Riot Games. Hytale, that's the one. Hytale. Yeah, Hytale is one. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, Hytale is one that I was like kind of excited for, and then I started seeing like rough gameplay of it, like development gameplay, and I was like, I don't know if this necessarily looks like the kind of game I would want to play. Maybe not. And then they pulled the plug on it, and I was like, all right, well, never mind then. And I thought that was the end. It was like, yep, no, it's gone, it's gone. Sorry, like we don't have the rights to it anymore. We're never gonna get the rights back. Like it's just gone. And then, like literally, just like what, like, I mean, if anyone's following it, it's been like a month ago, maybe at most. Just suddenly out of nowhere, they just started posting gameplay and all this stuff, and I was just like, where the freak is this coming from? And yeah, and apparently they're back in full force, and they've like purchased the rights. They're back, you know, to the original owners. And yeah, it should be a good time, because now the gameplay that I've been seeing, I'm like, okay, this actually looks like a lot of fun. It looks like it'd be a good time. So we'll see. We'll see if it's actually good. I don't know. Hytale is one. The other one that I'm really excited for, which is not necessarily Minecraft or a Minecraft clone, is Light No Fire. Light No Fire is one that the idea of it, and also like the, you know, few trailers that like have been shown, I guess it's just been the one. It looks like a lot of fun. If you are a fan of Hello Games, so like No Man's Sky, they're basically making an MMO, like a fantasy MMO, with the same systems and all the technology they've developed for No Man's Sky, and then compressing that all into like one fantasy world. And I'm just like, that sounds like it should be so much fun. So I'm very excited for that one. I will probably buy that day one, which will be crazy because I have not bought a game on day one in years, like literally years. It has been a very long time. So yeah, good times. Okay, are we still there, Twitch? My preview said that it was buffering for a while, and I don't know if that was the stream struggling or if that was not. So let me know. Let me know. Okay, so if we stand, oh, let's see. Are you an ace, 11s, ties, monster bus, monster wins, player wins? I wish my computer was stronger because right now it struggles a little, so I cannot enjoy all the high graphics it has to offer. Fair. Yeah, it's a struggle. It's a struggle. And I would say though, if you're planning on building or upgrading your computer right now, don't do it. Especially not the RAM. If you have okay RAM and you want to get like, you know, new CPU, new GPU, it's actually not a terrible time to be doing something like that. But RAM, do not expand your RAM right now. Terrible idea to do that right now. RAM is crazy expensive right now. Moon, check out Windrose. Like, the band? Oh. Windrose on Steam. Ooh. Ooh. What do we got here? What do we got here? Oh my goodness, wait a minute. What is this? What is this piratey game? What will we do with a drunken sailor or lie in the bar? Huh. Okay. Windrose is a survival adventure in the age of piracy, exploring procedural open world, gather, build, and craft, overcome challenging bosses in Souls-like combat. Sail your ship, fight on land and sea, play solo or with friends. Oh my goodness, there's base building as well. Okay. See, this is the kind of game that I could get behind. Because, like... oh my gosh. See, here's the thing. I was very excited for, oh my gosh, what was that other pirate game? Like the online one, the, I am so bad with names. Anyway, I was super excited for that other pirate game where it's like, you know, you can have up to like 4 people on your team and you're going around getting treasure. I don't know why I can't think of the name. I was very excited for that game because like I feel like that would be a lot of fun. I could not do PvP in games like this. Atlas, no, it's like the more cartoony. It has like, not like cartoony, but like very unrealistic. Sea of Thieves, that's the one. Yes, Sea of Thieves. I was very excited for Sea of Thieves. I have wanted like a good pirate game for a while, and I'm like, this looks like it would be a lot of fun. And I got it, and I hate that game. Like, I hate that game more than I hated Rust for the first few times that I played Rust. Rust, I don't know if I've ever told the story on stream. Rust is the only game that I have purchased, returned, purchased again, returned again, and then purchased and now have hundreds of hours in. The love-hate relationship I have with Rust is unreal. But yeah, and I hate Sea of Thieves more than Rust. And yeah, I am definitely going to have to be let's get that. Hey, look at that, the Game Awards. Wind Roads. I am definitely adding that to my wish list because that looks so good. Yeah, especially like the offline stuff. I would love to play with friends. Playing with friends seems like a good time too. But yeah, I hate the fact that with Sea of Thieves you have to play online. You have to be around people, and maybe they've changed that. But when I was playing, it's online only, and you have to play with other people in there. And I'm just like, I don't want to be sailing around and get raided by other people who play the game way more than me and are way better at it than me. So I'm, you know, maybe it's just because I'm not good at PvP. That could be why I wasn't a huge fan. Okay, all right. Let's figure out how we're gonna do the monster blackjacks. We basically just need to find where is it doing the blackjacks for the player. So if you're greater than 21, soft hand, end of hand, still busting, player bust, no longer busting. If you double down, do here, draw monsters first 2 cards. It's a blackjack. Okay. And then we turn on, it turns on blackjack, turn off B, stand is on. Player blackjack though. So if player blackjack is on. This is if player blackjack is on. Okay. So what we're going to do then is we're going to say I guess technically, when does the tie get handled? The tie gets handled later. Yeah. So that immediately goes to stand. Yeah, how are we gonna handle this? Because it's possible. Fanatic Flames says, "What do you think of data science?" I think it's great. I like it. Yeah. Yay for data, yay for science. That's what I think.
Mathradog just redeemed stream.
Oh, we gotta do some stretching. I don't. I mean, it's good stuff. I'm bad at it, but it's good stuff. I try my best. Is where I'm gonna go with that. Yeah. How do you feel about data science? Is the real question now. I'll see how Math says, just saying, Moon, if you end up playing Windrose and make a server for it, I am so down to join. I am a fanatic. Hey, well, we've also got a fanatic that just joined. I'm a fanatic for build mechanics. None of my friends will ever even touch my building if they are playing with me because they get embraced. I'm guessing you meant embarrassed. How embarrassing of you to say embraced. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Building mechanics, it depends on the game. And Yeah, it depends on the game. Like when it comes, for example, like when it comes to games like Valheim, I don't know what it is about the building mechanics in Valheim. I feel like I can just do so many things with it. It's so much fun. So much fun. I absolutely love the building mechanics in Valheim. Yeah, I take it and I run. And then I get games like, Minecraft, 7 Days to Die, Rust, and I make a box. I make a box and I'm like, here's my box. And this is my box. And I call it box, and it's a good box, and it keeps me safe. But yeah, so depending on the game, it is a lot of fun. I do have a lot of fun with building mechanics, but it does have to have like a good building system. Sons of the Forest, that's another one that like I go crazy with Sons of the Forest. It is so much fun. See, Fanatic Flame says, I'm thinking about doing that in college. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, if you can actually get into data science, it is, fantastic field to get into. Very high demand, really good paying jobs, and yeah, I would absolutely recommend it. I mean, honestly, like it's kind of hard to go wrong with anything in like data, like at all. Like if you do anything with data, you will be in high demand and you're gonna be able to find a good paying job. Like it like the amount of good paying jobs out there is absolutely wild. So yeah, that would be an absolutely fantastic thing to study. Oh,
thanks for the follow, Fanatis Flames 270.
Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate the Fanatic Flames. Thank you. Okay, let's see. It looks like we've got a stretch from Mathras. So let's do a quick stretch really quickly, and then we're gonna finish the monster blackjacks. It's gonna be great. Here we go. To the left. And to the right. And if I can unlock my chair. That's not what I wanted to do. There it is. And backwards. I needed that stretch. Oh my god. I've been sitting way too still for way too long. That felt really good. Oh, thank you, Matthew. I appreciate that. Thank you. I freaking drool over Valheim building. Valheim building is so much fun. It's a blast. Also drink. Oh, that's right. The fact that this was completely full when I started, and that's all I've drank out of all of that. Yeah, that's it's a bad sign. I definitely need to drink more. I need to do a one of those. What's it called? Hydrate. I need to do one of those hydrate redeems. That'd be a good time. Okay. Oh. Okay. So it's a blackjack. What actually happens here? I guess what we could do here, Monster also drew blackjack tie. So we need, okay, all right, so here's what we actually need to do. Yes, okay, so we need to say player blackjack. This one is going to be, if not 34, 81. Let's copy that. So if the player gets a blackjack, it does all this stuff, blackjack +1, and then turn on player blackjack. But if not, then we need to check and see if the monster got a blackjack. If they did, we're going to say monster blackjack. The monsters, though, I'm trying to decide. I don't think we want to do double damage for the monsters. Yeah. Nope. So there we go. Then 156 is player blackjack. So let's come over here. So we got player blackjack, and then we've got, I guess, do we have, let's check. Blackjack. We got monster blackjack. Okay, we already have monster blackjack. So turn on monster blackjack. Exit event processing. So over here. So if we get a tie, all we want to do, actually, this would be easy enough. If we get a tie, then just do conditional branch, turn on 71, 73 tie. Turns on the tie if they also have that. Okay. And then if it's just, actually, do we even need monster blackjack? Yeah. Yeah, turn on Monster Blackjack. This is going to be probably the easiest way to handle it. So, it's going to come in here. We got Player Blackjack, and then we've got right here, we've got Monster Blackjack. Whoever the freak that was. It was 30-something? Crap. Blackjack. Monster Blackjack. 64. For some reason, I was thinking it was like 36. 64. Then this is if Monster Blackjack is on, so it's going to wait until the things finish. Wait. No, this would be the wrong place to have it. Yeah, this would be the wrong place to have it. The reason being is because this is starting the monster drawing their cards right here. Let's cut that. And then over here on the monster card draws, break the loop. So then right here at the end, this is where we then need to say if 81 is equal to 2 and if 82 is equal to 21, which means that yeah, then just turn on Monster Blackjack. Turn on Monster Blackjack here. Okay. Yes. So then back over here, we do not need to do the Monster Blackjack here. So all we would say is we got Player Blackjack and then Monster Blackjack. We're going to wait until that is finished. So then if the monster has a blackjack, and then I think what we want to do is we also want to say we want to check for blackjack one more time. No. I'm trying to think of how this flow would work. So it gets down here to the end. It says to start drawing the card. If there's a blackjack, then we... Okay. Yeah, okay. All right. Because that would leave a small gap. Let's see. Mather says, man, if my Valheim would take proper screenshots, I would love to show you the things I built in Valheim. That is terrible that it's not taking proper screenshots. Because I would absolutely love to see what you got going on. I love looking at people's builds. There's actually a YouTuber, I'm trying to remember the name of the YouTuber, but he does all sorts of like crazy builds, and it is so much fun. I love seeing the stuff that he does. On a side note, I am really in the mood for some chocolate chip and chili pepper cookies. Is that actually chili pepper cookie? That sounds horrible. That sounds awful. The chocolate chip cookies sound good, but chili peppers? Nope. You can have those. You can keep them all. What about White Jack? We probably should include White Jack, shouldn't we? David Van Housen says, I have to go now. David, I appreciate you being here. Hopefully you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your evening. And yeah, we'll see you on hopefully the next one on Sunday. Oh my gosh, this is the last stream of the week. It's crazy. Do not knock it, Moon. I'm gonna knock it. I'm gonna knock it. It's like the freaking suckers that have like chili powder on them. No. You do not put chili powder. You don't put chili peppers. You don't put that kind of stuff on sweets. Absolutely not. Although I guess to be fair, I did used to knock putting salt on watermelon, and then I tried it. It's really good. Spicy and chocolate work well together. But does it? I don't know. I don't know if it actually does. I might have to try it sometime. We'll see. Okay, so how is this flow gonna work? Because if this is the case, because we can't actually check to see if the player has, if the monster has a blackjack, because this is just started to draw their card. So maybe what we do is we say this. We say, we could either have this wait. We could just have this wait until something. Wait until something. That's what we need. So we have to wait until the monsters cards are fully drawn, which is this is what it is starting. So we can't immediately then after say, does the monster have a blackjack? Because we won't know if the monster has a blackjack until later. So, what if... We could wait. We could wait until the monsters cards are fully drawn. We could do that. At that point, we would just say... We would just grab this conditional branch. And then down here at the end... so it draws the cards, and then we would just loop. And just say conditional branch. If that is false... Then break the loop. We'll just wait for like 2 frames. So we'll just keep looping through, and then as soon as it is fully drawn the monster's cards, then it goes down here to player blackjack. I think that means we can come over here and grab the... Well... Okay. Mather says, hell, just ask the Mexicans. They have a recipe called mole, pronounced mole, and it is a chocolate-based sauce with a spicy kick. I'm gonna say no to that one without even trying it. Get out there and adventure, more food, expand your palate. You stick in the mud. Never you can't make me. I will stick with my very simple palate. Thank you very much. My wife says the exact same thing. She tells me I need to expand my palate. And okay, I grew up too poor to have an expanded palate. All right, I'm just saying. If it wasn't an ultra processed food, I probably didn't have it growing up, and so it has completely diluted my palate. I'm just saying. So it's not my fault. Blame society. I blame society. Okay, so here we go. Let's cut that. Yes, right here. Now, back over here. Let's put that other condition right there. So, if the player has a blackjack, add 1 to blackjack, and then turn on player black. Okay. Now, here, if the monster has a blackjack, then we're just going to say monster blackjack, turn on monster blackjack. Okay. Now, instead of having over here a whole new page, let's cut that, delete that, back over here to page 2. Now we need to have an actual thing here. So, we don't need to check if that is false anymore. We can just cut that and put that there. Yep. Okay. So instead of checking variables, we're just going to check switches. We're going to say if game switches dot value. So first of all, if switch 156 is equal to true, that means the player has a blackjack. And if game switches dot value 64, which is the monster's blackjack, is equal to true, that means both blackjacks, which is a tie. So if it's a tie, then just turn on tie. So we already have the blackjack +1, and it turns on the player blackjack. And then if the monster also has a blackjack, then it also turns on monster blackjack. So if both of those are on, then it is a tie. It switches over to the tie screen. If not, let's switch over the tie screen and then exit event process. Because for some reason, I need to be implementing that more often, so we don't accidentally have it continue on down. So we do that, goes to tie, exit event processing. Else. But I don't think we want to actually have else on here. We just want to cut that. Yeah. We're just going to do that. So then we just need to say conditional branch. Yeah, conditional branch. Switches. Nope. Switches, not variables. Switch, monster blackjack is on. Nope. We can take this exact same condition right here. Then instead of saying and, we just want to say or. So if either one of those is on, so whether the player has a blackjack or the monster has a blackjack, just turn on stand. And then exit event process. Monster or player has blackjack. Okay. There we go. Okay, that's it. Your wife is my new friend, not you. You bum. No. I will try new things every now and then. When it comes to sweets, I'm very particular with my sweets. It has to be an actual sweet. Like, it just has to be. I can't do any of that, like, dark chocolate stuff. It's gotta be milk chocolate or something that's just sweet. Yeah. And it can't be mixed with spicy. Absolutely not. Okay, so this whole process down here. So if the player has a blackjack, adds 1 to blackjack, turns on player blackjack. If the monster has a blackjack, turns on monster blackjack. Then down here, if both of those switches are on, then you tie, turn on tie. Exit event process. But if only one of those is true, then it's either the monster or the player has a blackjack. And then it just waits for 60 frames, turns on stand. Since stand is over here, and it will process this whole thing. Draw cards. This will be the monster stuff. And we don't... No. This is just the card revealing itself. Yes. Okay. So this is if 82 is greater than or equal to 17, or if 82 is equal to, greater than or equal to 35, or if 156 is true, or if 64, is that what it was? 64? That the monster's blackjack? 64. Okay, so if any of those things are true, if either the monster has drawn the maximum amount of value they can, if the monster has drawn more or equal to what the player has drawn, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Well, yeah, it should be fine. All right, let's figure out if this is going to work for the blackjacks. Is it going to work? Who knows? Who knows? I need to get this freaking deck shuffling in here too. All right. Next up, we're just going to do the reshuffle deck when empty. Okay, how are we going to do that? Draw cards. Monster stuff backup. I think that's one we can delete. We're just gonna call this shuffle cards. Maybe. We may need shuffle cards. Before it does this, we just need to check and see. So we need to check variable 1141 through 1192. What's going to be the best way to do that? We could just do a loop. Yeah. A loop would work. Let's do this. Google. See what happens. How are we gonna search? So I need to check a block of variables. What is the block of variables we're checking? So it is 1141. Yeah, so... Okay. Let's see if anyone's ever tried to do, like, blocks of variables that they have, you know, tried to check in RPG Maker. Because we could do a loop. If we did a loop, basically what I would say is I would just say, hey, start at 1141, go through. Let's see. If we did a loop, we could do a for loop, so we're not doing, like, yeah. So we would loop through. Yeah. All right, let's do this then. So before it tries to pick a thing, we're going to do a loop. We're just going to say, right before the loop starts, control variables... I didn't do a variable. Gotta be an empty spot, right? There we go. Round number 5. We're gonna set you to equal 1140. Then loop. We're gonna say add 1. And then conditional branch if game variables dot value is what, 391? 379. 379 is greater than 0. 379 is greater than 0. Which 379... No. We want to say if game variables dot value 1140 plus game variables dot value 379. Yeah, so basically, if variable 1140 plus 379, which is going to be an integer of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all that fun stuff. So if you are greater than 0, that means there is still a card in the deck. And so that way we would just break the loop. and then else. So then else. Oh. We do not want you to be equal to 1140. We just want you to be equal to 0. And then we're going to say plus 1. So then 1140 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1141, 1142, 1143, all, so on and so forth. And then we're going to say additional branch. If the variable, random number 5, is greater than or equal to... what would that be? 1192... Which would be minus 1141, right? 51? 52. So if you're greater than or equal to 52. Yeah. Let's see, Dakota says, all right, I'm going to head out. Might look up one more playlist and have enough information to, if I want to go back to RPG Maker 2003 later. That's fair. That's fair. Well, I appreciate you being here, Dakota. Hope you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your evening. And yeah, we'll hopefully see you on one of the next future streams. Until then, good luck. And yeah, it's if it were up to me, I would say go with 2003. 2003 is absolutely fantastic when it comes to, well, a lot of things, all sorts of things. Hootie Hen says, "Hi, I'm back. What a mess." Welcome back, Hootie Hen. What's the mess? What's the mess going on? Also, Mathra, you like spicy donuts. I don't know anymore, Mathra. I don't know anymore. That's sounds horrible. Absolutely awful. Okay, so if you were greater than or equal to 50. That means that it has gone all the way through to the end, and everything has been 0, which means the deck is empty. So we just need to say, comment, reshuffle the deck. Then basically at that point we can just say, right here, wherever it is. Yep, set it to 1. And again, we're not going to do any animations right now. It's just reshuffle the deck, so it just sets the deck back up to there. Yeah. 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 Okay. So this is what we need. Everywhere? Basically everywhere. Okay, not everywhere, but we need it a few different places. So anytime that it's going to be drawing a card, so here, we need it here, so right before it does that, we need it right there. That right there. Tie, we don't need it on the tie. Now for the monster draws, we'll need it right here as well. Okay. Yeah, that should be good. The other thing we could do, I could throw that in a common event. Maybe I should do that, actually. Yeah, I should do that. I don't know. I don't know why I did it this way. I mean, I know why. Yeah. But anyway, okay, so let's do common event. We're gonna do common event 18. Do 18. Okay. Over here, common event 18. This is going to be the check deck for shuffle. Check the deck for shuffle. Yeah. Now, in this sense, this should actually work as a good thing. So let's do comment. 5, check, deck, 4, 3, shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The reason why I say it should be a good thing is because I recently discovered that if you call a common event in RPG Maker, it actually will wait until that common event is done. Specifically, like, so this is specific if you actually call the common. So like if you were to just say, you know, turn on a switch that then calls a common event, it doesn't actually pause. But if you specifically say call a common event, this event right here, this maps event, will wait until that common event is finished. Which is something that it was frustrating at the time because I was like, that's not what I wanted it to do. And so I was kind of frustrated because I'm just like, dang it. I thought I could call a common event and have it do its thing. But no, if you call a common event, it will actually, this event will wait until that common event is done. But if you were to just turn on a common event with a switch, you can then bypass the wait time of the common event. So let's come in here. Let's do some testing. It should reshuffle the deck. Yeah, should reshuffle the deck. Okay, so one other thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to open up a notepad so I can keep track of my own notes. So I need to test for, I want to test for monster blackjack. I want to test for player blackjack. And I want to test for tie blackjack. So those are the ones that I want to test for just to make sure those are working. Let's see what happens. So coming here, we got, I didn't get a blackjack. He wouldn't have gotten a blackjack. But this is also one where I want to check and see, yeah, I want to see what we can do in terms of the reshuffling. I'm going to take a hit, 14, let's take another hit. Take another hit. Take another hit. All right, I think it's stuck in the loop. Oh, I forgot to break the loop. That would do it. That would do it. That would do it. Save. Come over here. Okay. That would do it. Yes. All right, here we go. Okay, so we got a 13. Let's double down on a 13. Well, actually. Yeah. Should we go? Okay, let's hit on a 13. All right, we're set on a 20. Okay, why? Why is it? All right, let's check on variable 379. Variable 379 is currently equal to 1. 1. All right. Okay. So this should random number 5, set it to 0. And then we jump in here to this loop. Then we say random number 5 plus 1. So then we're saying if 1140 okay. So game variables dot value 1140 plus 379. So that would be 1141, 1142, 1143, 1144. If that is greater than 0, break the loop. We should only have the one loop. Okay. I guess we could jump out of here. Actually, it's probably because that was in an else handler. Let me just say if you are then greater than or equal to 52, reshuffle the deck. So make all those cards equal 1. Break the loop. Okay. I think that should be good. I think that should be good. Hootie Hand says, sorry, I meant, what did I miss? Oh, fair. Just still working on the battle system. We are very close to being done. At this point, we're just kind of doing some testing. Yeah, as far as like what we have left to do. So the Monster Blackjack should be done. Again, we're kind of testing it just to make sure. And then I think at this point, it should just be... Actually, I guess right now, we're testing the reshuffling. The reshuffling, once that should be done, then we're also testing the Monster Blackjack. And then at that point, we should just be doing the splits. And then the new combat system should be implemented in place, should be good to go. Okay, let's see. So if we take a hit, we've got a soft 14, and it still is stuck in there. Why? Why? What is happening? I don't understand. Like, you're equal to 1. So random number 5 is equal to 1. Like, I do not understand. Why is it getting stuck in this loop? It's essentially setting it to 0. Do I still have, like, is this in a loop? I mean, yes, it should do that every single time, but it should be done like that. Which should allow you to draw the card. Maybe it's not even something to do with this necessarily. But let's do this. We're gonna have it flash the screen once when we come in here. I just want to see if it keeps flashing in here, that means we're stuck in this loop for some reason. Now if I hit, okay. So we're stuck somewhere else. We're stuck in here. Turn off B. Is something else on then? Okay. Okay. All right. All right. We're making progress then. We're making progress. Okay, so we're stuck on that page. So where in that page are we stuck is the question. Let's come over here. This is going to be a bad test because I'm going to bust, and so it actually processes everything. 16 is probably going to be the bad one as well. Yep. Come on. Low draw. There we go. Ooh, this would be the perfect time for me to split. Anyway. Okay, so let's take a hit. We got a 12. And then I got nothing else going on. Nothing else going on. So what do we have currently that is currently on? So, is variable 64, is that on? Variable 64 is not on. Is variable 155 on? 155 is not on. Is 65 on? 65 is not on. Is 154 on? 154 is on. And I'm assuming tie is not on either. Okay, all right. So let's see. Is this event's B self switch on? This is event on map 9, event 35. Okay, let's do you. Okay, let's do dash game self switches 935 B on. Nope, we do not want to set value. We just want to find out the value of. Okay, so B is off. Is A off? A is true. What? It's 35, right? Yeah. 35. What about 38? Is 38 A on? Okay, 38A is false. Okay. I am so confused on this one. So this is 935. If A is on, I should be able to do hit, double down, and stand. Ah, crap. So 35A is on. 35B is false. And the switches for any other page are Monster Blackjack, which is 64. 64 is off. 64 is off. 155 is another one. 155 is off. 55 player bust is off. Monster Bust, 65. 65 Monster Bust is off. Stand, which is 154. 154 is off. Last one is Tie, which is 73. 73 is off. As far as I know, we should be on this page, which should allow me to interact with the buttons. $938A is false. Okay, are we just like stuck in a loop in here then? Exit event processing, exit event processing, event processing. We got this loop here where that ends. If feet above, this loop ends there. And there's a loop here. But again, like B is turned off. So like we shouldn't even be on this page. That's why I'm so confused. 35B is false. 35A is true. Why can I click on things now? Hit. But now I can't. What is happening? Okay. 35A is true. 35B is also true. Oh my gosh. I think it's because I set 35B to be false that very first time, because I did set value B to false. Okay, so we are getting stuck in here. Okay, all right. Okay. Okay, so we are getting stuck somewhere in here. But where? I think it's because we're exiting event processing here. So I think I need to do... So we got player blackjack, monster blackjack, both blackjacks, and then monster or player has blackjack. But if neither of those, if none of those are correct or true, which none of them should be. Oh, wait. I have a sad palette. What are you talking about, Mathra? No, absolutely not. I have a great palette. Absolutely fantastic palette, I must say. Am I getting stuck in here? 938A. If 938A is false. Oop. (938A) is false. Okay, we shouldn't be stuck in that loop then. So I think it's because, would one of these have been correct? So if 34 is equal to 2, the variable 34 is equal to 2, 34 is equal to 3, so that shouldn't be a thing. If 81 is equal to 2, 81 is equal to 2, and if 82 is equal to 21, which it is not, so we shouldn't be in here. URF 156. If 156 is equal to true, switch 156 is false. And if 64, why do I have 2-player blackjacks? I'll have to figure that out. And if 64 is true, which it's not. And then your if 156 or if 64 is true. So it shouldn't have gotten into any of those things. What if we just say, though, just because we're going to turn off B on all those spots. And let's just see what happens. We will just see what happens. Who knows? Who knows? Fingers crossed, though. 20. What if I stand on a 20? I attack. I've got a 14. I'm going to hit on a 14. All right. Got a 20. I'm going to stand on a 20. He's got a 19. All right, I'm going to hit him. I've got a 13. I'm going to hit on a 13. I've got a 16. Why? Why? So when I hit, that's where we're getting caught up. So if I click hit, hit is this guy, turns on B. B is hit. Check deck for shuffle. So I can do any of the other things. What if I double down, will it also let me do stuff? Okay. This would be a horrible hand to double down on. I've got to stand on a 20. Okay. Got a 15. I got to stand on a 15 as well. Okay. Now, if I double down on an 8, so I can double down. Then as soon as I hit, but if I bust, then it's fine. So if I hit, this is when I'm having the problem. I can still do any of these. Then as soon as I do hit, then I can't do anything else. Okay. So are we actually getting stuck in here then? What about in this loop? We're going to flash the screen like that. 2 frames. So we should get a weird flash every time I draw cards. But then will it continue flashing the screen? So if I hit... No. 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 Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Fine. Oh my gosh. Why? Why that? Where am I getting stuck then? Oh my gosh. Okay. So it's gonna flash a little bit more. Flash. We're gonna hit. Does its flash. Okay. All right. Okay. It's gotta be somewhere in here. Well, let's just start going down the line. Let's just start going through the loops and just see where we're getting stuck. Because it will continuously flash if it's getting stuck in a loop. Alright, we flash. We hit. Okay, so we're not stuck in that loop. There's the next loop right here. See what happens. All right, we're not getting stuck there. This is the pinnacle of just greatness. All right, there's the next loop. All right. Loop, loop. Hey, here's another loop. Found ya. Okay, so we're getting stuck in here. $9.38. If game self switches dot value $9.38. Is equal to false. Okay, that was 100% my own stupidity. All right, let's give this another test. If I hit on that, and then I can stand on that. Oh my gosh. That was the dumbest thing in the world. That was the dumbest thing in the world. Why? Oh, why do we gotta be like that sometimes? Why do we gotta be like that sometimes? We'll never know. Never know. Okay, well, let's keep going. Let's keep going. 19, he wins. 13, double down. 15, ooh, that was a bad double down. 17, right? 13, okay, let's see here. I feel like there's going to be a way to artificially... Oh, wait. Mather says, I am suddenly really tired. I feel like that was probably a while ago. I'm going to hop off for the night. Bye, boring food enjoyer. Have a good rest of your stream. Mather, I appreciate you being here. Hopefully, have an absolutely fantastic rest of your evening. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one on Sunday. I hope. Anyway. Yeah. So, yeah. So I need to artificially check for different blackjack. How we gonna do this? I think probably the easiest way is after it chooses, I'm going to have it flash the screen. The white flash. And then at that point, I can then change the card draw for the player. Yeah. That should be good. Okay. We need to check the player's blackjack first. Let's check and see what the player's blackjack does first. So, flashes, come over here. We need to find 1140. 1140. That's equal to 1164. I want you to be equal to 1141 so we get an... Oh, crap! Okay, we're still at a jack. That's fine. So I need 11... You need to be 1141. We should have a jack. Now it should automatically, since I have it, it should automatically play the whole thing out. We'll see. 2x damage. Why is it not automatically playing? Is the player blackjack on? That is the question. Switches. Player blackjack is on. Okay. So it should have turned on player blackjack. Oh. Okay. Sorry, I was going through the event again. It's because I added all of those, all the turn off self switch B commands, and I think it's because that it's messing it up. Okay, so let's come over to here. Let's set ourselves 1140 to equal 1141. Okay, and then let's go with 1150. That should be a blackjack. If I should draw, he gets his cards. Okay. And it turns on stand. Now what we want to do is over here on stand. Jump to label, no more. So it should already jump to no more cards then. It shouldn't have drawn another card. Player blackjack, turn on +1 and then turn on player black. 156. Let's come in here though. Let's just delete, just so that I'm not confusing the crap out of myself. Player blackjack, delete. Okay. So it turns on 156. And then if the monster blackjack is also on, turn on monster black. Now if 1156 and 64 are both on, turn on tie, jump over there straight to tie. No, even that wouldn't be correct because we needed to actually flip the card. There's a spot in here for tie, right? Yeah, tie. Monster bust, monster wins, player wins. Turn on tie, turn off stand. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm already making this thing a horrible mess, aren't I? Horrible, horrible mess. Okay. So if you're a tie, do not immediately turn on tie. We actually need to turn on stand. So what if we get rid of you? So we turn on 156 and we turn on 64. Now, if 156 or 64 is on, turn on stand. Over here on stand. Basically, what this first thing does is it just flips over the monster's card. Just shows what the monster has. That's totally fine. Now, we check and see if 82 is greater than or equal to 17, which means the monster has drawn at least a value of 17, or if 82 is equal to or greater than 35. That means the monster has drawn more than the player, or if 156 is equal to true, or if 64 is equal to true. So if the monster has a blackjack, or if the player has a blackjack. Then jump to no more cards. Then down here, be a spot here called no more cards. Okay, so then if 82 is greater than or equal to 17, or if 82, okay, or if 156 is true, which is the player has a blackjack. So 17, 82. I think we can do the exact same thing. Break the loop. Monster total card value is equal to, so if 82 is equal 35, then it's a tie. Turn on tie, turn off stand. If the monster total card value, which is, so if 82 is greater than or equal to 22, that means the monster is busted. We're saying monster bust, turn off stand. If the monster total card value is greater than that, then the monster wins. But then we don't want to have it draw another card. As far as I know, that's what this should be. This is saying, or if 156, which is the player's blackjack, is equal to true, or if 64 is equal to true. So if there's a monster blackjack or a player blackjack, then it should just skip over this. Same thing with if the monster is drawn greater than or equal to 17, or if the player is drawn greater than or equal to, or if the monster's draw value is greater than or equal to the player's draw value. So if any of those are met, it should come in here. Let's flash the screen here. I just want to see. And then we should get basically the exact same thing here. Then it should break the loop. But wait, what loop are we breaking? So we have this loop right here. Yes, we want to break out of this loop entirely. We've got this loop, and then we've got this loop. So you would basically be jumping out of this loop here. So you're jumping out of that loop. And then if these things are true, then I want you to jump out of that loop which would then take us down to here, which would then say, why are we turning off the player's blackjack? That. I don't think we should be turning off player blackjack right here. So we now need to say if the monster's total card value is equal to the player's. So basically it doesn't matter whether the player or the monster has a blackjack. We should just go to tie right here. Jump to tie, turn off stand. Yes. Exit event processing. And then if the monster's total card value is over 22, which means the monster drew over 22, monster bust. If the monster's draw value is greater than the player's draw value, then player bust. Else, player wins. Okay, so we should get 2 flashes to take us out of this loop right here. The first flash should be indicating that we are jumping over drawing more cards. Because last time we drew a card, and we should not be drawing cards. If I have a blackjack, shouldn't be drawing more cards. We should flash. Let's go to 1141. Okay. And then 1150, which should give us a blackjack. And it should draw 2 cards. We should get 2 flashes. It shouldn't draw again. Why is it drawing again? We're on stand. It should be out of these loops. Because these loops are what is doing all that stuff. So just do a flash here, which should then break the loop. Which should take us to here. Oh, no, 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 no. As great as loops are, sometimes they just get an absolute nightmare. Let's just flash green. Flash the screen green if we get to down here. Yeah. If we get down there, yes. Before it does anything else. So is anything else below that actually making it draw that 3rd card? We should not be drawing a 3rd card there. Go 1140. Be drawing 1141. You should be 1150. Now we're getting okay. So we got another flash, which would have been here. So we're still on this page then? We're still on B? Then down here, if you're greater than 21, draw the monster's first 2 cards, which is what it does. Then in here we loop. As long as that's done, then we break the loop. Turn on blackjack. If 34 is equal to 2, which means you've drawn 2 cards, and the value is equal to 21. So you've drawn 2 cards and you have a blackjack. Turn on player blackjack. What if we turn off B in here? We do want to turn on stand, and then we turn off B here. Is that gonna... Maybe that's the problem, is that it's coming back to page B because we hadn't turned it off. Could be it. Could be it. Let's see what happens. Ooh. Okay, so 1140... 1140 needs to be equal to 1141. That And then you to be 1150. No, why? Why are you drawing another card? Oh my gosh. Ugh. It is so close. It's so close. Okay. All right. Why are we looping all the way back up here to the top? There should be no reason to draw the cards again. Absolutely none. You're greater than 21. So all of this, none of this should be a thing. Then if double down is on, that's all that is. We're not doubling down. If the monster's first two cards, draw the monster's first two cards. But are we getting this? Flash the screen pink. Are we getting that before? It seems like we're getting a third card before it draws the monster's first two cards. Which I believe would be here. So what if we come in here, we say loop. Before it does this, let's flash this thing blue, super intense for like a ton of time. This is going to tell me if we're coming in here to this loop. We should not be coming in there to that loop. Not even in a little bit. We should be good there. Okay. So if I have 1140 equal to 1141. And then I have 1140 equal to 1150. Should give us a blackjack. Gives us a blackjack. Flashes purple. And then it flashes white. Oh my gosh. Okay. So the flash of white is it starting this spot right here. So 1141 draws an ace. 1150, we flash white. We draw, so it flashes purple. Let's do this so you can see what's going on. The flash is purple. Where's the purple? Purple is down here. So we're in this spot right here. It draws the monster's first two cards. Okay, so the monster gets their first two cards. And then we flash white again. So we're waiting. We're flashing pink. It waits for 20 frames. And then it turns this on to draw the cards. And then in here we're looping. So that when 938A is false, we break the loop. And then we come down here. Now. So blackjack is on here. Turns on player blackjack. And then you, if 81 is equal to 2 and 82 is equal to 21, then turn on monster blackjack. And then you, if 156 or switch 64 is equal to true. So whether the player or the monster has a blackjack, Then we just say we wait 60 frames, turn on stand, turn off B, exit event processing. Then over here on stand, not a clue. Not a freaking clue why it's drawing a third card. Like, I feel like it's drawing a third card from here, but why? Why is it drawing a third card from in here? It should not be looping back up here to the top. Not a clue. Not a clue. As far as I know, what it should be is this should be where we're getting to, because we have a blackjack, and so it should be turning on player blackjack. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We're turning on player blackjack and then exiting event processing. But we shouldn't be exiting event processing, because as soon as we do that, we then jump back up to the top because it's still in parallel. So if we get rid of that one and that one, is that going to fix it? I don't know. Maybe. If that fixes it, I'll be very happy. I'll be very happy. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's go find a battle. And let's go do 1140 is going to equal 1141. And then you're going to equal 1150. We should draw one more card, draw their cards, flip the card around. I have a blackjack. I do double damage. Freaking hallelujah! Hallelujah! Hallelujah. Holy smokes. Oh my gosh. Oh man, event processing in RPG Maker can just get ridiculous when you're doing so many loops and switches and weird things. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Holy smokes. So this should be the player getting a blackjack. So I'm going to get a blackjack. Go. And then we're going to set this to be equal to 1150. I get my blackjack. Cool. The monster gets their blackjack. Their cards flip over. He doesn't have a blackjack. I get to do double damage. Yes. Okay. All right. Perfect. Now, here's what we want to test. So that is the player getting blackjack. Let me come over here. I've got my my list here of everything we need to test. So player blackjack is tested. Good to go. Now, let's get the monster blackjack. What we should be doing is if we grab this and we come over here to the monster draws, right after it does the random draw, then I want to go in and change. Is this also using 1140? Oh, that's true. That's true. Because it is pulling from the same deck of cards. Yes. Okay. Cool. Now, let's check specifically the monster's blackjack. Come over here. Okay, so I draw my 2 cards. And then the monster's going to be drawing their 2 cards. Let's go up here to 1140. Set you to 1141. Draw that card, and then you're going to be 1150. There should be a blackjack. If he has a blackjack, it should automatically. It does not. Okay. So I need to make it so when it pulls these 2 cards, it actually needs to check the value. I thought I was already doing that. Because we've got cards, the monster hand. We have card 1-1, And card 100 or card 10. Okay. If we say 1140 is going to be equal to 1141. So that means the player hand 1-111. Okay. 1-111. The reason why I'm not doing that. Okay. So basically, I need to find a better way to calculate the players or the monsters' aces when they come out. Yeah. That's what I need to do. Okay. So that's the player's hand. And then the monster's hand. 1140. Let's just set you to be like 1141 is card 1. It's 1154. Actually, exactly what it needs to be. So that means that is an ace. So if we come back down here and we check the monster's hand, so you're equal to the Geo ace. It's 2-1 is the Geo ace. So I think what I need to do then, I thought that I was already checking. Cancel, yes. So, yeah, so down here, we need to say, are you an ace? Yeah, would this not be doing it already? This should be checking, right? 122 plus 81. Let me just check you. Flash the screen with let's flash the screen. Sure, teal. Is it going to be going in there at all? Maybe. Have I not taken into consideration the monster's aces? I think that's probably the problem, is I don't think I've taken into consideration the monsters getting aces. I think that's the problem. Yeah. I like 99% sure that that's the problem. Huh. And I feel like I need better representation on this. Yeah, I might have to rework the representation on that thing. It's a little janky. 14, huh? That's a bad double down. All right. But now here's the question. Maybe I actually haven't forgotten. We come over here and check the monster's hands. What was he? So he's got a 14. We're at 8. I mean, yeah, that all adds up there. Okay. Wait, did it not reset the monster's hand? That could be a problem as well. We should be resetting 1193. $11.93 through 1203. Oh. We should be going through 1225. 1193. $11.93 through 1225. Player bust and monster bust. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. Okay, let's go check one more thing. And so he's got a 10. Let us double down on the 8. 17. He's got a 20. All right, fair enough. 14. Let's just hit on the 14. Stand. 15. 19. All right, 11. I just want to see if he's gonna have. Oh, okay, there we go. Let's stand on a 21. 16. 26. Okay. Okay, there we go. Perfect. We've now tested the player blackjack in the wild, which it worked perfectly. Fantastic. Let's stand on a 16. He's got a 20. Wins. Okay. 15. We're going to stand on a 15. 7, 11, 13. Okay. Whoa. Wait. What was that? Okay. So it says he's got a 24, which means he busted. So we're at 2, 7, 11, 13. Okay, so we're still not taking into account if the monster has an ace, it needs to swap down to a 1. It is just treating all aces for the monster as 11s. Balls. Okay, well, that is a thing for another day, because as of right now, I'm very tired. So, but hey, I believe, actually, I never tested the reshuffle deck when empty. I'll test that later. But, so, the reshuffle deck when empty should be done. The splits I've not even touched yet. The monster blackjack is a little buggy right now. I'm gonna have to get that working better. But it's only because I'm not quite sure how I'm going to check the card that's currently flipped over without messing things up. We'll figure it out. The other last thing is going to be make soft hands for monster. Yeah, the monster currently does not ever get a soft hand with their aces. Their aces are always worth 11s, which is not what we want to see. It's not what we want to see at all. We want to have soft hands for the monsters 100%. So, but like I said, that is definitely going to be a thing for another day because it is late. I am very tired and still trying to get over this cold. So I think I'm going to end it here, but I do appreciate everyone for hanging out, for being here. I hope everyone has an absolutely fantastic rest of your evenings. I hope you all have a great rest of your weeks, and I will see you all on the Sunday stream. So in a few days, see you all again. I'm hoping to, before then, have the rest of this figured out and finished so we can just move on and you know, get back into creating other features for the 2. But on the right side, it is almost there. It's almost there. It should work way better once it's actually working. So, yeah. It's good times. All right, everybody. Well, I hope you have all have an absolutely fantastic rest of your evening. And yeah, I'll see you all on the Sunday stream. And yeah, till then, good luck, have fun, and see you then. Goodbye.